Sleep, daddy. Hello everyone and welcome back to Dream Daddy. Against my better judgment, I am playing this a little too late into the night, but do I care? No. No, I don't. One moment. I'll be real. I'll be real with y'all. I'm not sure whose route we should do, honestly.
Welcome.
Yeah.
You've got dads.
Well, okay, calm down. Calm. The homies. So, okay. I don't know. So here is, oh gosh. Okay. So we've gone through Joseph's route, Damien's route, and I've already said that I'm going to do Craig's route last. Because also he's the only one that I kind of know the route-ish. So I would, and also I like him the most, technically, right now. So I would like to leave him for last, and he'll kind of be like our finale of this series. But as of now, I do not know who I want to go next. So it's between Matt, Brian, Robert, Hugo. I'm not sure, honestly. So, I'm like, should I roll? Should I do that? Well, okay, so here's what I was gonna do. So I was gonna do either, what was it, Hugo? Which is funny because I was like, oh, he's in the same row as Damien and Joseph. But, on the other hand, I was like, oh, maybe I should do Brian, because Brian's the one I know the least about. Because also he's my op, you know? He's my he is my nemesis. And I want to fist fight him. Which is enemies to lovers is pretty good, but I'm wondering if I should save him for a little later. Maybe. I really am very interested in Robert. So this is a very difficult decision for me. I came back with almonds because I need something. But also, I forgot I have a dice here, and I'm gonna roll it. You're gonna hear it. It's gonna sound really ugly, probably. Is a fancy dice I spent a bit of money on. So you know, it should. Come on, baby. Okay. So that is, I think, so I rolled a 16. Basically what I was doing in my head is that, like, if I rolled high on the higher end of the d20, I would do Robert. And if I rolled a little lower, I would do Matt, because Matt is technically the one I was gonna do last, before Craig, if that makes sense. Whereas like Hugo and Brian, I was kind of like in between on. So let's do Robert. Yeah. And actually, I should take this picture. It's not that it matters, but I'm gonna you know, I can show it on the screen so you guys know that I'm not. Oh, you can't really see it though. It's a little. Okay. Well, I'm gonna show you guys anyway, because I really love this dice. It's if you guys are into dice or you play D&D, check out Fungal Forge on Etsy, Instagram, etc. They have amazing dice. So now that that's over, now that that's decided, let's check out Robert. Okay, so let's see here. Robert is something. I have a feeling I will probably very much like Robert after this route, so we're gonna see. I also think it's funny that his last name is Small, because there's nothing small about this man. Personality-wise, physically, metaphorically. He's a very large presence. Like he stands out. So he's already a very interesting character just from the beginning. So okay, let's see. So I haven't read his profile. So Robert Small. When the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all, you know it'll use this information against us, right? Okay, yeah. This is very on brand of Robert. When I look at him, that's the kind of person I think he is. You know, not to be like, hey, this is what you look like. This is probably what you're like. It's just, no, this is kind of what I envision. Yeah. Or it's a, what do you call it? If I think of the stereotype, that is what I see. It's not terrible. Anyway, sorry. Let's see. On a Friday night, you are most likely to make a deal in an alleyway, have it go badly. Who's the cop? Was it Giacomo or Gia? Giacomo? It's both like Italian words, I'm pretty sure. I trusted Giacomo. If you had one, I just see gun. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? Yeah, gun. I also like that he types in laps lock. He types in all lowercase. What are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. Okay, that's an interesting one. What do you want to be when you grew up? A grifter? What's your favorite movie? Yeah, Italian neo-real. Yeah, that's what I thought. What's your idea? Grave robbing! Wait a second. That's a vibe. One of my cats is judging me. He's looking at me. What do you never leave home without? At least 4 knives. Okay, so I know that he is technically a chef. So this could mean many things. This could mean several things. Because, again, Robert's got a personality. Alright. I spent a lot of time thinking about, you ever really look into a rabid animal's eyes? Have you looked into a rabid animal's eyes, Robert? That's what I wanna know. Like, I wanna know if you have looked into them. Oh, mercy. Well, this is gonna be a ride. This is already gonna be a party. I'm already like, I don't know what I'm expecting. I do know his child, though. I've seen his child by accident when I was kind of like, you know, when you kind of look up your games and like sometimes you just end up with spoilers anyway. But I was trying to like look into Dream Daddy generally so I could kind of mentally prep, and I ran into a picture of his daughter, so I know, oh, I said daughter, it's okay. I ran into a picture of his daughter, so I know he has a daughter. But that's all I really know besides what I've figured out through the rest of the game. I'm eating sweet and sour reindeer gummy Haribos. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. Oh no, is Moppy coming up here? Every time I start a game, the kids like to jump onto my desk, so. Oh, okay, hello. Robert was pretty nice. A little odd, but nice. And ruggedly handsome. Yeah, I'll agree with that. We should hang out. I type out a message to him on Dadbook. Oh, here we go. Okay. He's not gonna answer. I feel it in my spirit. Hey Robert. Good seeing you again at the cookout. Wanna grab a drink? I sat there for a couple of seconds, hoping he'll message me back. He's not gonna message back. I feel it. I feel it in my spirit. Hey, it says that he read my message. I anxiously wait for a response. Ew, watch cat videos? for Reginald today. So what does Reginald do? We watch cat videos. I start down a rabbit hole of cat videos, and Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watch maybe my 30th cat video, Robert pops back into my head. I jump back over the dad book to see if he's responded yet. He has not responded. Nope. Nothing. Oh, I guess the guy's busy. Might as well make the best of my day. Oh boy, this is gonna be a challenge, huh? I get up, walk to the living room, and sit down and turn on... turn on the TV. Puppycat's tail wants to hit the microphone, sorry. Let's see... Game show, food channel, history... Let's do... Game show? Ooh, Family Fortune. Not Family Feud, but Wheel of Fortune. That's every brother wants to know. That's a day complete?
I'm intrigued. Welcome. You've got dads.
That's wild. Wait a second. That's wild. Okay, hold on. What? Reginald, listen. This is you from the past. Oh, how this happened? I figure you're trying to reply to this because I know myself, but this is an automated message from you earlier this morning when it was socially unacceptable to go out and buy ice cream. And I did that. I forgot how I did that as well. Yeah, that's very Reginald. Okay. Future is amazing. Listen. Life is short. Ice cream should always be acceptable. And unfortunately, this isn't the society we live in. And it's less the society we live in and more me projecting my own anxiety about being judged onto others. But you know what I mean. By the time you're reading this, it is a certain type of day in which nobody will bat an eye at you for going out and buying ice cream. You know what to do. Be good, me. Okay, we're gonna get back to that. Oh, there's Craig. Wait a second. Okay. I think I know what to do. Okay, so this happened in Damien's route. We gotta go have dinner. We gotta go have dinner. So, let's do it. We've already seen this, so... Okay. Here we go. Do it. Because that's probably why Robert is not answering us. He's just like, who are you? Alright. I'm just kind of skimming through this because we've sort of seen this already, yeah. Bro! Love Craig. Okay. Okay, let's see what we can do. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have dinner.
Nice.
And yeah, for the most part, this is pretty much the same. So give me a sec, or I'm probably just gonna zoomy real quick. I don't want to jack this up. Hold on. Let's save this for now. All right. This might be a little more difficult than I realized, so let's try it. I might have to do this twice. I really enjoyed the night I spent with Robert, but he's been dodging me ever since. I really want to see him again. I've tried messaging him a few times, and Dadbook says he hasn't read them. I haven't seen him come out of his house, actually. I decided to send him one last message, figuring that this will produce the same result. Not grab a drink suit. Well, you know what, actually? That's a good idea. Probably one of the few things he likes. Okay. I walk away from my computer because at this point, I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all caught up on work, The house is relatively clean. Maybe I should do something nice for Amanda. Ready for bed. Ah, I decided to check Dad book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert, huh? Hope he's okay. Turn out the lights and lie down. What? Wait a second. No way. What is that? I was just on the verge of falling asleep. Climb out of bed and try to identify the source of the dinging. The computer screen illuminates the dark room. Walk over to it, ready to turn it off. I notice what's happening on screen. Well, that's not exactly subtle. Oh my god, we're gonna smash. We're gonna smash. Not like this. Okay. But I mean, I did have fun with him the other night. No, we're going. We're going, bestie. We gotta go. You gonna kick me out this time? Maybe. Hurry up. Is he gonna make us food? I reluctantly throw on a jacket and head outside. I went to Robert's place. The door is already unlocked. As much as I feel like hooking up with Robert again... Oh. As much as I feel like hooking up with Robert again is maybe not the best idea. That's a problem for tomorrow, Reginald. That's right. That's my boy. That's my boy. Oh. Why you sound like that? Hey. Hey. What are we doing? So, how are things? Robert stares at me.
Hey.
I know you're not here for small talk. I shrug. Yeah, you got me. Robert closes. Sorry. Robert closes the gap between us and whispers a series of increasingly filthy things in my ear as he backs me into his room. So romantic. I'm starting to think maybe this was a good idea after all. Sheesh. Come on, Reginald. Come on. Hey. Robert nudges me awake.
Sup?
Oh. Hey. He's gonna tell us to leave. Are you kicking me out?
Hey.
Kicking is a strong word. It's more like gentle, friendly push. Gentle and friendly are not words I would ever use to describe Robert. I sit up and stretch. Oh god, I'm so sore. I haven't had hickeys like this since college. Jeez. Sorry if you hear my cat. Okay, come on, come on. My poor cats. They need so much attention. Okay. I'm not doing this again if you're just gonna force me to leave. Yeah. You'll say that the next time too. Sorry. What do you think? What do you think, child? The cat is here again. Yeah. Are you gonna sit on my hand? Yeah. He's sitting on my hand. Okay. I throw my clothes back while Robert smokes a cigarette on his balcony. See you around, I guess. Yep. I walk back home, my bones creaking. Not the walk of shame. Ugh, what's his problem? The date was not good. The date was not good. What am I getting? Yeah.
If you were hotter.
What? Rude. Excuse you, I'm a good dresser. Excuse him.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay, what do we do? Well, Robert, so I think we have to approach Robert a little differently, but hey, oh. Okay, we're gonna do this again. Oh yeah, okay, ice cream. Let's do some ice cream. Let's do that. And then we'll see. I think we have to try and like run into Robert in the town, right? So let's try that. You know what? I have a retreat. On the way home, I decided to stop off and grab some ice cream, which I fully planned to eat directly from the tub. I spent a lot of time Trime? So bad. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out just which type of ice cream I'd like to eat directly from the tub. Rocky Road, Pistachio. Oh, Amanda's probably gonna want to eat some too. Better get 2 tubs. Loves cookie dough ice cream, right? Hey, mister. I don't know who this is. Oh, there he is. Hey, mister. I turn around to see Ernest, leaning up against the wall of the convenience store. Ernest? You're cool, right? I'm so cool. I'm shocked you even have to ask, Dude Meister. Oh no. Reginald, you can't do this to me. Reginald, please. Okay. Oh my god, I asked the wrong person. Can you just help me out? Help you out? There's no fire involved, is there? Just clouds. If I give you 20 bucks, buy me e-liquid, not the vapes. Ernest, what's e-liquid? He doesn't even know what it is. What's e-liquid? It's like, Gatorade. You know, electrolyte liquid. Get it myself, but I'm banned from here for trying to run a grift on the cashier. Okay. A classic fiddle game. You know the deal. Oh, if you're talking about balanced electrolytes, then I got you, little buddy. I didn't know you played the fiddle. Just ask the clerk for Blue Crayon's Rapple Vortex. He'll know what it is. Pick up a tub of pistachio ice cream for myself and a tub of cookie dough for Amanda. I search around for some Blue Crayon Void starter. Oh, starer. Sorry. Can't seem to find any. I turn to the cashier. Say, what's your finest e-liquid? Behind the counter. You got an ID? First of all, my daughter is older than you. Second of all, I'm flattered. I switched shampoo. I switched shampoo recently. Is that taking some years up? Calm down, Reginald. Look, you need to be 21 to buy vape juice. Your hair doesn't look a day over 20. Wait a minute. Are you just trying to butter me up to get me to buy more ice cream? Because it's working. Glance outside and spot Ernest staring at me. Double wait a minute! So you're telling me that e-liquid is not a sports drink? For vaping. Ernest is watching us intently through the window. I better go give that kid a piece of my mind. I see. Okay, look. I'm gonna pretend that you didn't try to trick me into buying you the old Baphomet's cough syrup and then go inside here to purchase my ice cream. I won't tell your dad if you promise to scram. Stop vaping. You'll get popcorn lug. What if I give you $25? Go home, Ernest. As I'm walking back inside, Ernest calls after me. You can get popcorn lug from microwave popcorn, you know! I no longer trust this child, but the mere notion strikes fear into my heart. Go back inside to complete my purchase with a good cashier. Thank you, kind sir, for your time and generous hair compliments. You got it, bub. Glance out the window while to see Ernest still outside. Looks like he's talking to some other poor sap. Go outside and save this guy some grief. Wait a second. That's definitely a cop. Oh boy. Grab my tubs of ice cream and bolt outside. Ernest is already face down on the hood of a squad car. No! Ernest, did you seriously just try to get a cop to buy you e-liquid? Do you know this kid? Friends with his dad. Yeah, we live in the same cul-de-sac. I know his dad. Listen, he's a good kid. I'm this boy's father. I remember this, Okay. I turn around and see Robert walking up the street and toward the convenience store. Ernest, what are you doing? I want a lawyer. First of all, good first instinct. Remember that you're not required to answer any questions from a police officer without a lawyer present. You're this boy's father? Oh. Yes, sir. Ernest likes to lash out at me like this ever since the accident. Oh. I don't like talking about it. That's fine. Robert gets a wistful twinkle in his eye. It all started 7 summers ago. My hair was long then. New metal was still in style. Ernest and I were down in the Florida swampland scavenging for... Sir, I can leave you to take it from here. Sounds good. Thanks, officer. Ernest, come along now. You'll be cleaning grout from the rain gutter for a week thanks to this transgression. The police officer gets in his car, drives off. I'm stunned by how cool Robert was just there. Robert's the actual cool guy. Thanks, I want to say, Richard. Ouch. Don't mention it, Hemingway. Got in trouble plenty of times in my life. Just trying to do my good deed for the day. Will you buy me e-liquid if I give you $20? Child, I will end you. That's me. That's me. That's totally me. Child, I will end you. Hey, Reginald. Will you walk Ernest home with me? Sure. Ernest runs ahead, presumably so he won't be seen with us, which is maybe I wasn't a thing I think kids do. Seems like he tortures his dad. Seems like he tortures just about everybody. He even stole your wallet. What? No, he did. I pat my back pocket. Pat the rest of my pockets. He stole my wallet. Why are you doing this to yourself? What? Oh. Robert points at my tubs of ice cream. One of them's for Amanda. Hey. I have no qualms with the quantity of ice cream you've purchased. It's a perfectly respectable amount of ice cream. The quality I'm talking about. He's really into food. I forgot. You know, he looks. You work hard, Reginald. You're a good dad. Don't you think you deserve top shelf ice cream? But these were on sale. Oh. You're gonna treat yourself. Go big or go home. Real vanilla bean. Real pistachio. You deserve it. Oh. Not him getting sweet with me. We arrive at the cul-de-sac and Ernest runs into his home. Oh. That boy's the reason we don't have prizes in cereal anymore. Hey. Catch you around, Reginald. Robert tosses me my wallet. I catch it with a surprised look on my face. Stole it back. Even in your front pocket, or use a chain like back in your ska days. Ska days, not the ska! Smell you later. See you, Robert. I go back inside my home, ready to spend the rest of the night with 2 tubs of ice cream and also Amanda. Bro, Robert is definitely like... He's the hot bad boy guy, right? Yeah. So you're just like, okay, word. You're just like, alright, Robert, I see you. I see you, Robert. Oh, boy.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Alright, I know this is with Joseph. This, I have never done that event. So we are not going to message him yet because he is not down to clown right now. Or like, we need to build up. So let's hang out with the people. Let's talk to Matt. Hey Reginald, what are your feelings about poker? Beyond hardly knowing her. Oh, I'm gonna stab these guys. I swear. Poker? Hardly know her? ... There it is. Well, good talk. Wait, I actually like poker. I just saw the joke and I had to take the shot. Please, Matt, I'm a dad. I'm contractually obligated. No, I get that. Anyway, we've been playing weekly poker games and I figured I should send an invite your way. That sounds great. Love losing money. Okay, that's not just Reginald. That's me. I love gacha. Cool, dude. See you soon. I love gacha. I am a gacha player. I'm indeed a gacha player. Matt invited me to a poker night at Joseph's house. Oh, Joseph's house? Well, you know what? Joseph has the biggest house, right? You know, because he's suspicious. Not suspicious. Oh my gosh, that sounds terrible. It's because he has the big family and he's a bastard. Woo! Okay, sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. I put on Sorry. I put on my going out coat and walk over. Across the way, I spot Matt, who's walking over from his own house. He's got a case of beer under his arm. Crap, I should have brought something. I didn't notice his arm tattoo. I think it's a sleeve, yeah? But it looks really cool.
Hey.
Hey, man. Crap, I should have brought something. No worries. It's your first time. Just bring a full wallet. The wallet that was just stolen. Yeah, that one. How long have you guys been at this for? Years, buddy. Just a nice way to keep in touch with the guys. It's never really high stakes. It's you. My nemesis! It's okay. We pass through the fence enclosing Joseph's backyard. Craig, Brian, and Joseph hover around the patio, drinking beer and chatting. Robert sits in the corner, brooding. Oh, Robert is here! Brooding as usual. Reginald, glad you could make it. So am I. I'm psyched to take all your money. Oh. Okay, Craig. Okay. Just like old times. Craig's the resident shark. We prefer the term person who's good at poker. It's Craig. Okay. I can't. I'm well aware. Craig's always been suspiciously good at poker. Are you still as terrible as you were in college? Reginald poker face. Hey, I wasn't terrible. I'm not bad at poker. Definitely good at poker. Roll a d20 for deception. Everyone stares at me. Maybe that was a little defensive. Hey, I'm bad at poker. There's no way you're bad as Joseph. Joseph shrugs. This is basically my tithing. I'm giving back to the community.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm happy to just sit here and eat all of Brian's snacks. Guess who brought pigs in a blanket? Not Craig. Hey, my chia seed and granola energy balls are just as delicious. Oh, honey. Everybody laughs. I too laugh. I too laugh. Okay. Let's just get the game going. Where's Hugo? Oh, Damien. I guess they don't play poker. You all take a seat at the table and Matt starts dealing cards. The first couple rounds go by easily. I'm getting the hang of things. But it's obvious that Craig is running the show here. Craig, how did you get so good at this? It's pretty easy. You just start getting a feel for everybody's tell. Like, Matt will scratch his ear. Hey. Brian adjusts his pants when he's trying to lie. Now wait a second. I think you just loudly announce to the whole room when you have a good hand. Yeah, that's me. What's Joseph's tell? Everything. Literally everything. The man is an open book. He couldn't lie if he tried. Well, at least I have God on my side. You can't even say that with a straight face. What about Robert? He's the only one. Honestly, the man's an enigma. Robert raises his glass of whiskey to us in a solemn salute.
Nice.
I think he'd wipe the floor with us if he actually tried. I'm just here because I enjoy the company.
Hey.
Robert pulls out his phone and stares at it. Robert, is that a flip phone? Yeah.
Hey.
What, are you a drug dealer now? Joseph! You could not say that! You are a bastard. Yeah, what do you need? Horse? Speed? Luana Johnny's?
Hey.
I can get you the street stuff easy. If you're looking for something exotic or designer, that's maybe 72 hours and a favor called. Maybe I won't need you today. Maybe I won't need you tomorrow. Someday. Oh, I don't really... I think I'm good. Right. But still, got the coin, I got the goods. With a gaping mouth open. Surprised Pikachu face. I dropped the phone in the toilet and this is a backup until I can get it replaced under warranty. Everyone murmurs their sympathies. We've all been there. We go back to playing. I really gotta stop eating these pigs in a blanket. Pigs in blankets? I don't know, but they're very good. I think there might be cheese in them.
Oh.
Ugh, I don't know if I got enough to raise you on this round. You'd always bet your firstborn.
Dude.
If you think you can handle another one, be my guest. Oh, why am I mixing the, I'm mixing the accents? Be my guest. Briar and Hazel are a handful to say the least. Buddy, You think 3 kids is a handful? Try 4. I'm operating at 100% dad capacity at all times. Actually, technically 5. Christine saw a commercial for one of those dolls that poop and wouldn't stop asking for it. We ended up getting it for her birthday, but she's so grossed out by the fake baby poop that she makes me change its diapers. So now I'm changing the real baby and the fake baby.
Aye.
There's just a lot of poop in my household right now. Daisy got one of those a while back. One night, I walk in on her after she tried to take the doll apart to see how the poop mechanism worked. But then she couldn't put it back together and started crying. Poop everywhere. Fake poop, but still. That reminds me of... Wait, do we all have poop doll stories? Everyone nods and agrees. I'm gonna be real, I, for one, did not have a poopy doll. But I did have one of those squishy keychains. I think it was a pig. Like a squishy pig keychain, and when you squeeze it, like fake poop comes out. Yeah, that's what I had. Because it was cheap and it was... no, it was free. I got it for free. Because someone gave it to me. I did not have a poopy doll. No. Guys, I really don't need any more poop in my life than there is already. Can we just get back to the poker and not talk about poop? Matt deals another hand and we quickly forget about the poop. We run out of pigs and blankets, so we switch over to Craig's healthy snack food. Actually isn't terrible. These kale chips are phenomenal. You should sell these at the coffee shop.
Oh.
My own recipe. I'd be happy to give it to you guys. See you now. Here's the kale chips. I forgot he's a music guy.
Hey.
Pierce the Veil is a popular post-hardcore screamo band out of San Diego. I was gonna say, I was like, is he referring to Pierce the Veil? I swear. We all look at Matt confused.
I don't know if I should.
It's maybe not any of your wheelhouses. Matt is too cool. Matt is like too cool here. How's the shop nowadays? Busy as ever. I'm toying with the idea of hiring on another person to work the counter, but I haven't found a good candidate.
Hey.
Amanda's looking for a summer gig. Let me know. That's real nice of you, but I think she's been burned too badly by coffee shops before. Literally, not figuratively. Matt cocks his head to the side. I'll ask her, though. We get down to the final hand of the night, and it's Craig in the lead by a landslide. Joseph has long since lost all of his chips and has taken to tidying up, refusing any help from the rest of us. Brian deals us all cards. So what's it gonna take for Robert to give a damn on this round? Robert looks up from his half-empty glass of whiskey. You really want to unleash the beast?
Oh.
Well, now I'm curious. I got a long history of being a gambling man, but I'll only do it if you make it interesting. None of this penny chip nonsense. What you want? I got a Lily's 18-year single blend sitting in my closet right now. I was saving it for when River turns 21, but I'm willing to put it up as collateral. Now you're talking my language. Oh, Craig, why you bet that stuff? Why you bet that stuff? There was the keys to his truck on the table. Girl. She's seen better days, but she can still pull a tree trunk out of the ground. Nope. Myself and everyone else at the table immediately folds. Deal the cards, Bry guy. You guys sure you wanna... You heard the man. Deal. Brian deals the next round of cards. Craig stares daggers at Robert and casually sips his whiskey. So I know what you might be thinking. Robert put in his old workhorse up for grabs. His only mode of transportation. Times in his life his only home. How could he be so sure of his abilities in gambling? I'll tell you right now, Craig. I wasn't always like this. I was a lot like you. Smart, talented, cocksure of my own luck. Great biceps. It didn't last long, though. I lost everything in a game of Pai Gao in the back room of a Shenzhen tea house on what I thought was a 3-day business trip. Everything gone. Clothes, money, identification, you name it. I woke up in a ditch near Shashway Park. Had to make my life new from there. It took me 3 years to beg, borrow, steal my way back to American soil. In those 3 years, I saw the greatest depths of human fear. Love deeper than I ever had. Lost it all many more times over.
Oh.
Seen my own death, Craig. Know how I die. It's not like this. So let's make this more interesting. Not more interesting!
Bro.
Robert produces the deed to his house from his jacket and tosses it on the table! I love Robert.
Hey.
All I have, and all I am. Are you prepared to go the distance? Is Craig gonna bet his daughters or something? I'm just. Craig wipes the sweat from his brow. He studies Robert's face intently, searching for any sort or tell that he can find. Robert casually sips his whiskey again. Bold.
Hey.
Everyone erupts! Fine, the whiskey's yours. And that's why you don't dance with the devil.
Oh.
So what was it? Were you bluffing or did you have the cards? That's for me to take to my grave, fellas. Next week, boys?
Hey.
Next week.
Hey.
You got it.
Bro.
I'll be there. What's that, a heart attack? Sure thing! This has been very relaxing, and I sincerely doubt I will wake up in a cold sweat thinking about it tonight. I sincerely doubt. Keep working on that poker face, Reginald. We ain't got no poker face. There is no poker face here. We all say our goodbyes and head our separate ways. Work.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay. I do not think this is gonna lead us to Robert. So we're just gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens. You know what they say about third dates? They get pretty serious. You might not have time to browse that book for a while. Are you ready? Yeah, let's try. If I fail it, I'm just gonna try again. And then I'm just gonna skip the scenes, and that's what we're gonna do, okay? I haven't heard from Robert in a while. I guess that's a good thing, but I can't help but kind of miss him, girl. I'm about to go to sleep one night when I hear a knock on the door. Robert! Hey. I look behind me to make sure Amanda's not around. What do you want?
Oh.
I think you know. Oh no. Oh, what do I do? No, I'll do it. No, let's try. I'm gonna try and say no. I'm not doing this anymore. Robert, no, I don't have time to deal with whatever this is, alright? Clearly have zero respect for me. Oh, you clearly have zero respect for me or yourself. Go home.
Oh.
Fine. There are plenty of other dads in this neighborhood.
Hey.
See ya. Robert wanders off. Well, I guess that's that. Did I just get... Hold on, that's wild. That is wild.
Don't call me.
I did not go on dates at all, so. Okay. I'm gonna reload this. And we're gonna see. Okay, let's try. Give me 5 minutes. Robert winks at me. I swish some mouthwash, throw on a generous amount of deodorant, and put on some chapstick. I know he's just gonna treat me like garbage, but... Sorry. This is so wild. Because I literally have been... I am coming off finishing filming Love in Deep Space after this. I mean, before this. And like, it's so wild that I'm like, yeah, let's date Robert. who's emotionally unavailable, essentially. When I just came from a game where these guys are like obsessed with you, you know, so, well, maybe Robert is obsessed with us, but in a different way, you know what I mean? So, anyway, let's, sorry. Sorry, I had me cracking up. Okay. I know he's just gonna treat me like garbage, but you know what? Exactly. I knew that was gonna come. The sex is really, really good. So I think I'm okay with that. Robert and I go back to his place. And he kicks me out first thing in the morning. Not sure why I expected anything different. I walk home with a heavy heart. I climb back into my own bed, feeling more lonely than I have in a long time. So either way, it's like because I didn't score high enough, I don't get... Yeah, I get the same amount of points. I didn't build up enough, technically. So I think... Okay, this is... I'll get my hands on a nice hot cup of the old bean juice or I'm gonna be useless all day. I think we passed a coffee shop on the way here. Maybe we could check that out. Let's do it. Alright. Bebop boopy. We walk down the street to the Coffee Spoon, a cute little place on the corner. Man, this is in such a convenient walking distance from our place. I mean, I guess. What's wrong? Why would I go somewhere else and drink coffee on a couch when I could just drink better coffee at my home on my couch and not have to make awkward eye contact with other people? At least when I'm home, some random guy is gonna come up and sit on the recliner next to me and I won't feel like a little weird about it because technically he's not sitting at my table, but he is very much within my personal zone. Dad. And what's the etiquette when you have a dirty mug? Is there a bin? Do you go set it up on the counter because you don't know where else to put it? Or do you leave it there? Feel your face flush hot with shame as you consider the possibility that there is in fact a bin somewhere just out of sight and now you're that jerk who left their mug! Aww. Dad, are you just afraid to meet new people? Yes, Amanda. We walk inside. I'm an introvert! I'm an introvert. The inside of the coffee shop is incredibly warm and inviting. Vinyl records line the walls and patrons lounge around on well-worn couches. Some cool tunes spin on a record player next to a little stage.
Hey.
Welcome to the Coffee Spoon, guys. How's it going? What's with the name? Oh, it's... it's kind of dumb.
Hey.
It gets mentioned in this poem I like, and I thought it was a good idea at the time, and I suppose now it's still a good idea because, like, business is still running? But people ask me that question all the time, and I give them the same answer every time, and now I'm standing here rambling, and I'm sure we're all getting more and more uncomfortable the more I keep talking, but man, we're in it now, and I can't stop. Mood. So what'll it be? I scan the chalkboard menu and am immediately overwhelmed. I'll have a... Godspeed you, black coffee. Ice Tegan and Sarah, chai Antword. Wait. I haven't been in... I've forgotten this part because it's like the beginning and I haven't played the beginning in a while. But I gotta do chai Antwood. Chai Antword? You know? Wait, it says here... Well, this isn't that essential. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna do chai Antwood. Spicy. I don't get it. Oh, it's a pun. Die Antwoord is a South African rap group. They're pretty well known for their evocative imagery and hypersexualized music videos. Their music is as catchy as it is disturbing. I'm doing the thing again. But coming right up. I love it though, I love it. And for you? I'll have a macchiato DeMarco, please. Coming right up. You want that in small, medium, or biggie smalls? Medium. Wait, is biggie smalls big or small? I should change that, shouldn't I? Matt sets to making our drinks, and Amanda and I take a seat on one of the couches. What's his deal? Let the man make his puns. They're cooler bands than you listen to anyway. She roasted me. Hey. Hey! This couch was cool once. This couch is actually pretty comfy. Maybe not comfier than our couch, but it's alright. Good lumbar support. You sink right into it. Okay, it's comfier than our couch. Amanda nudges me. This place is right next to our house, and that guy seems not only cool, but also just as uncomfortable with talking to other people as you are. You should totally become friends with him. I don't know. Come on, what do you say about meeting new people? Can't meet new people if I always stay inside, and also don't go outside, and also don't talk to people. See, we're making progress. Matt sets our drinks down at our table, and I immediately burn the roof of my mouth. Brother. Good one. Hi, we're new in the neighborhood. I'm Amanda, and this is my dad, Reginald.
Hey.
Oh, right on. Pleased to meet you both.
Hey.
You ought to come by when my daughter's hanging around the shop. You two might get along. Yeah, I'm sure we'll maybe come in from time to time. Amanda kicks my leg from under the table. I'm sure we'll be in here a lot. You know what? Let me get you guys' opinion on something. Matt goes into the back and comes out with a fresh plate of something that smells amazing. This is the banana bread. I remember her. I remember the banana bread. I'm working on a new banana bread recipe, and I need help coming up with a name for it. Well, I think we're gonna have to taste test it first so we can get the full flavor profile, you know? And really appreciate the flavor sensations. Broke. Amanda nods vigorously. She knows this game. Yeah, we need to give that nana bread a taste if you want us doing free creative labor. I think that would be commensurate with the... I've taught her well. You have trained for this day. I was just gonna give you guys free banana bread anyway. Right, yes, that. Matt serves us each piece. Amanda and I happily chow down. This is amazing.
Oh.
Thanks. The secret ingredient is bananas. So, any ideas? I'm stumped. Well, I think I might only be able to give you dad band puns, but I'll give it a shot. Ooh, what's a good one? I think grateful... Right said banana bread. Yeah? I really like grateful banana bread though, but the list says to do this one, but I think it's just, it doesn't, I think it just like doesn't matter on these ones, but like Right said Fred, but now it's about banana bread. I think the youngsters would like it despite not getting it.
Huh?
That actually has a nice ring to it. Really?
Oh.
Yeah. Right said banana bread. Strong decisions. That's our baby.
Hey.
I wanted to say baby because I thought it would sound cool, but once I said it, I realized it just doesn't sound good coming out from my mouth, and maybe I should just leave saying baby to the professionals.
Hey. Hey.
Enjoy your coffee. Thanks, baby.
Oh.
See, it sounds good when you say it. Across the way, there he is. There he is. Across the way, a man catches my eye. Sits by himself, brooding over a cup of coffee. Our eyes meet. Just for a moment. I hastily look away, hoping he didn't catch me staring. Who is that? Who is that? We finish up our drinks and head out. Thanks for stopping in. Take care. Okay, now that we're full of caffeine, where to? Okay, let's get back to unpacking, right? Yeah, unpacking. Okay, so let's wait. Woo. Okay, to the house. We just had to get the Joseph's. I mean not Joseph, Robert stuff. Okay.
Cracker Kid. Oh. Yeah.
Okay. Joseph probably wants his plate back. Okay. As we're walking home, I hear heavy footsteps come up from behind us. Reginald, bro. Okay, we are. It's Greg. Okay.
Hey. Nice. Hey.
Okay. Amanda and I flop on the couch. Amanda has to shove some empty boxes out of the way before she gets it. Okay, we did this too. Okay, go out and watch the game. We gotta go to the bar. Okay. I have grown affection for Mary, so even if this guide says not to buy her a drink, I'm gonna do it. Alright. Let's see, what's the gossip, right? Yeah, what's the latest gossip? That's my fave. There we go! Okay, I like shots. Oh no, I love shots. There we go. Yes! Okay. Thank God. Robert nods to Neil, who serves up 2 shots of whiskey. He hands one to me. Here's to your health. We take the shots. The whiskey burns going down. I try my hardest to look tough. Wait, I think this is what making friends is. Okay, Reginald, this guy's out of my friend league. I think if I play my cards right, we'll be pals in no time. I don't know what kind of pal you're thinking about. This guy looks... Your face is... Oh, Reginald. Good. Wait, he liked it! Thanks? Wait, I think this is what flirting is. Yeah, this guy is mysterious. Cool. Not like this. Not like this. Man, he's cool. Way cooler than I am, at least. Robert signals to the bartender for another round. What are you doing here tonight? Running away from my problems. Yeah. Yeah. The usual. I like your style. He gets up. Be right back. Gotta powder my nose. Never seen Robert this talkative. Must like you. I guess so. I gotta admit that Robert has a gruff charm to him. A guy like that thinks I'm cool. Then, really must be. Robert comes back from the bathroom and grabs his leather jacket. I'm gonna go home. You headed my way? Robert and I leave the bar and find ourselves walking in the same direction. I live in this cul-de-sac down the way. Does everybody live there? Me too! We just finished unpacking today. Great place to be. Good neighbors. Well, some of them. Who's that? We get to Robert's house, which is just a few houses away from mine. We stop. He turns to me. I don't kiss and tell, Reginald. Are we doing this or what? Oh, and then I have to say no, right? What?
Oh.
You know. Do you want to come inside or not? Wave of realization rushes over me. Blush. Yeah, no, we gotta be like, no, we gotta play coy. I better call it a night. Catch you around? Sure. Okay. Ironic, you know, that would make a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense to be like, I'm good, homie. Okay. Now, here we go. I head home, head buzzing with whiskey. What did it mean by, are we gonna do this or not? I plop down on the couch and I'm asleep before I even get the chance to take my shoes off. Oh, Reginald. You be acting like you don't know. You be acting like you don't know. You know. I know you know in your spirit. I wake up to a text from an unknown number. Rise and shine, early bird. Still want to work out? This is great, by the way. Holy crap, it's 6 a.m.? Who does 6 a.m. anymore? Not realizing I drift back to sleep. Absolutely. Whoops, must have winked back out. I check my phone again. Hey, bud! Don't want to get your swole on? I'm ready to tear up the track! Hit me up! The last thing I want to do right now is work out. Hey, Craig. I do want to catch up. No. Sleep. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. I shoot a quick text to Craig to apologize for bailing and immediately fall back asleep. It is too early. Oh man, how long was I out? What time is it? Look over at the clock. 3:55 p.m. I have to be at that parent-teacher conference in 5 minutes. I jump out of bed, throw on the nearest clothes, and run out the door. Oh, girl. I glance across the yard and notice Robert and Brian chatting over drinks. Man, I don't think I want to deal with being one up by Brian or whatever happened with Robert last night. Oh no, they caught me staring. Oh no, Brian's waving me over. Oh, shoot. Flash a smile and walk over to them. Hey, guys. Reginald, how the heck are you? Settling into the neighborhood all right? Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order at least. That's great to hear. Been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50-inch in there. Game looks great in high def. Oh boy. Reginald, have you met Robert yet? Yeah, we've met. Robert regards me over his whiskey. Good seeing you again. We were just talking about my most recent camping trip. Been a night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. She's definitely an outdoorsy one. Even caught her first fish. Good to see you taking your daughter out like that. Bet she loved it.
Hey.
It's great that she loves the outdoors. Mine loves being inside. Brian raises his eyebrows at me. Being inside, making art. She won a local competition for that art. Yep. Put it on too strongly. Robert stares at me blankly for a second. Anyway, I haven't gone camping in years. Not since the last time. Same here. Well, things change once you have Wait. What happened the last time?
Hey.
Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Well, old Johnny Boy and me were out in the back country. Johnny Boy's a strong kid. Met him in my army days. Comes from Kansas. They build him tougher out there. Anyway, things go south pretty quick. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle when the rope bridge snaps. You can see the bone popping out through the skin. Johnny Boy's screaming now. Crying for his mama. Losing blood. We're 2 days out from the next living soul, and here I am with my dear friend bleeding out in front of me. I'm able to dress the wound, but now I gotta fireman carry a 6-foot, 180-pound man over some of the toughest terrain I've ever been in. Won't lie to you. There were moments during those 2 days when I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy. You build a bond with your brothers in arms. That bond never breaks. I got that boy back to civilization. I lost some of me out there. I guess that's camping for you. Brian and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes another long sip of whiskey.
Hey.
I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went inner tubing down the river and he lost a flip-flop. Miss that kid. Brian and I laugh nervously. Or am I kidding? Brian and I tense up again. I'm kidding. Amanda and Daisy barrel up to us, laughing. Daisy holding a paper plate in front of her like a steering wheel. We gotta get off this haunted truck! Oh no! The ghost locked doors! Quick! Hit the emergency escape button! But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons.
Dad.
Then hit the brakes, I guess. And then we'll get out of the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from ghosts, but how will you ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. Like that. Although I'm not sure I have the materials required to make... Oh, to properly cook you. You know, that reminds me of the last time I went skiing. Robert. Robert. Wait a second, are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah! Man, I love that show. It's the best, especially that episode where Caleb hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an accident-cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, it's such quality reality television. I don't watch a whole lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That or documentaries.
Yeah.
Alright, Daisy. I found us a couple of bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving out there in this harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right there. Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. That's not what kids do. It's what kids do. They have a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them they eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire.
Hey!
Okay. Not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend?
Hey!
Now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. Man, I never seen get along with anyone so quickly. I guess Amanda just sort of has her way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with the kids her age. It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have regular friendship after all. Really? She just kind of sleeps to herself. Her teacher says she spends every class recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. Work. Yes. I don't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age too. She used to have a habit of calling at our tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. Sorry, my tongue was all dry. She bit people too. Always the people biting. Kids, right? Gotta love them. You're required to by law. Heard that. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put them together a little play date for them? They do seem to get along really well, but the thought of continually hearing about all of Brian's accomplishments is tough. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I don't want to take too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas. This is burger time. Oh. Okay. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? Oh, actually, this part, I remember this part. I think for some reason I don't remember talking to all the dads, though. Okay, so let's take a hop and a skip because I realize we've gone through this one already. She said basketball. Amanda and I play ball for a little longer. Then we cook dinner together. We managed to not almost burn down the house this time. Afterward, Amanda and I dig into a carton of ice cream over an episode of Chopped Toddler Tournament. Okay, this is where... Yeah, here, yeah, we saw this a little earlier. So... And then I finally get the message! Okay, this is different than last time, so that's good. So he says, "You up? WYD, what you doing?" What does that mean? What are you doing? What am I doing? You're just chilling. Look at my motorcycle. Just working on my motorcycle? But I don't. Dad, you're spinning a web of lies. You have never been on a motorcycle in your life. I don't think you've ever touched a motorcycle. Nice try, though. A couple moments pass by. Another message pops up.
Alright.
Wanna grab a drink? Hey, that means he wants to hang out! I know what that means, Amanda. It's kind of late. Come on, Pops. Live a little. I am living. With ice cream. And traumatized toddlers. Well, it's your life, but I think you'd have a lot of fun tonight. You are trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you? Ugh, fine. Type back a message to Robert asking him for details, and he tells me to meet him at Jim and Kim's. Well, don't wait up for me.
Yeah.
I never do. I throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night. I walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of barflies drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Robert at the back of the bar and wave hi as I walk over. What is this music? Was this the music that was playing last time? I don't remember. It doesn't sound the same. Then again, my memory is so poor. You guys are seeing me in 4K, active fool, so, you know, who knows. Hey man, how's it going? Hey buddy.
Ah.
Ahoy there, Skipper. Wait, what was the voice I had for her? I don't remember. Ahoy there, Skipper. Robert and Mary are here? Uh-oh.
Huh.
Brought Mary along. Figured we needed a drinking buddy. Oh man, I was excited to get to know Robert a little better. Now I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me.
Ugh.
Don't look so scared, kiddo. Just having a drink.
There.
Yeah, speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having? What am I having? Whiskey. We have a whiskey. We gotta impress Robert. He's like super difficult to please. Dad after my own heart, huh? Oh! Well. Robert orders 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Well, this wasn't how I expected my night to be going.
Ah.
Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I gotten myself into? We all knock back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell, that was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like old pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on. Let's get marching. What? Oh my gosh, are they bar hopping? The night's young, Chief. Come on, we're bar... How did I know? How did I know? How? Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I do not like clubbing. Bar hopping also is only like a social thing. That makes sense for me. Well, maybe it's a social thing for everybody, but you know, like some people just like to like, oh, I can bar hop alone, right? Isn't that a thing? I think. Sorry, I'm like, I obviously like don't bar a lot, so, yeah. Okay, come on, we're bar hopping. I'm embarrassing myself right now, so. Oh, all right. Right now I'm Reginald. We leave the bar and start walking down the streets. Still don't know this area of town very well, so I just follow Robert. So where are we headed?
Oh.
Irish I were drinking. It's an Irish pub. Good pun is the whiskey to my heart.
Ugh.
Oh, Mary's me. Puns are the lowest form of humor, Reginald. Try harder. Ouch. Am I gonna be the butt of the joke all night?
Oh.
Jeez, Mary, put your fangs away for a second. We walk into Irish I were drinking. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except for the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall. Next round. What are you having? Whiskey hasn't failed me yet. I think we just have to stick with the whiskey, right? Oh, yep, that's it. Let's do it. Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey and we'll post up a garish green booth. Oh, post up in a garish green booth. Garish, right? Mary slides in and sidles up next to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief. Let's sip this one, why don't we? Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly. That'll put hair on your chest. You are truly the paragon of grace and beauty. Mary grabs my drink and sips on it. Hey! Reginald, be a dear and get us another round, will you? I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender. Sorry. As I head back, I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen the guy smile, let alone laugh. Wait a second. Are they? No. Yes. No. Okay. Sorry, I'm just like... I wonder if Mary is just like really... Like, I'm assuming they're friends. That's the implication. But also, it's just like... I don't know. Every time Mary's involved, I'm just like... What's the tea, Mary? You know what I'm saying? What's the real tea? You know? I take a seat across the booth from them and pass out the drinks. So Edith's kids snuck some pop brownies onto the table at the last bake sale, right? And I spot that little sweatshirted gremlin in the act. So I go up to Edith with the baggie and I'm about to tell her when all of a sudden she just freaks out at me. You're ruining the bake sale, she says. I should have been PTA president. Your roots are bad, blah, 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 blah. So what'd you do? Told her to have a brownie and that everything was going to be fine. They both erupt in laughter. I politely follow along with the story.
Hey.
She ate 3. More laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. She called the cops and told them that time had stopped.
Come on.
Mary looks directly at me. Do you smoke weed? What? You know, the devil's lettuce. I have 2 big fat blunts in my purse right now. Wanna blaze? You with the feds? Yeah, you with the feds? I worked hard for what I have, and no 2-bit corner boy is gonna drop the dime on me. So you take what you're pushing somewhere else, and I'll keep running my business the way I want to run it. What? Remember, you come at the king. You best not miss. Jesus, kid, dial it back. Robert giggles helplessly. Wait, he loves it. He loves it. Wait. Why does he like it? Oh, no. I'm just kidding, cowboy. Lay off the kid, Mary. Might not be used to your brand of humor. Fine, fine. We sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier, much less scary. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wanted some alone time with Robert. I wonder if I can get her to leave somehow. Could you get that? That's a good... Yes. Not the lots of eligible... She is married, bruh. Said Joseph, wondering what... No. Could you get the next round? You're trying to ditch me, pal? No. 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 Because if you're trying to ditch me, you can just tell me to scram. I just... No, it's fine. Reginald wants alone time with his best new buddy, Robert. Read you loud and clear. The wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey. Now, if you fellas will excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy. What is Go with God. That's right, Robert. Go with God. Nice seeing you. Deuces, nerds. Mary gets up and saunters over to a younger-looking guy at the bar. She grows on you. Does she, though? I feel like she kind of delights in making men suffer. That's my girl, though. You know what I'm saying? That's the tea. Well, she does. But what about her and Joseph? What about him? No. They're married? And she definitely tried to get in my pants the other night. And I gesture to her across the bar where she's making goo-goo eyes at that young guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage. Oh, that's just a thing she does. She's harmless. Tell that to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seen war. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh! Oh man, you know, I pegged you for one of those straight lace types. Oh, don't worry, I got pretty wild back in my day. Reginald, please. Reginald. Reginald, don't try to act cool. Skill? Still got a little wild in you? I have a child I need to care for! Yeah, sorry, you know it. Dang, wait a second. It was this, I was just a fool. I guess all this time I was just a fool because I was just like I was just like going at it. You know what I mean? I was just like click, clack, click, and I was just like, he is not going to answer my message. I am not going to pass this test. I'm not going to pass these exams. Okay. Here we go. Robert orders a couple more rounds of shots. I gulp. What am I getting myself into? I think you can go shot for shot. There's only one way to look cool here. I grab the shot closest to me and down it. Robert looks impressed. Takes his shot and knocks it back. That's one. So, what do we even talk about? He's so cool. And he probably hates small talk. So, how are these? Honey, you could You can lie. You can lie. He thinks it's funny. Like, like with the motorcycle, he's like, bro, you do not ride a motorcycle. You do not have a motorcycle. You've never been on a motorcycle. Like, something. Reginald's killing me. I hate small talk. Okay. Too many people. And this isn't necessarily you, but too many people think that they have to fill the dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of the silence. Or they're afraid of what the other person's gonna think of the silence. If you want some unsolicited advice, sorry, just learn to be comfortable with silence. You know what? I had Robert all wrong. Well, no, I didn't. I didn't have Robert all wrong. Robert is, like, supposed to be, like, eccentric? No, not eccentric. He's supposed to be, like, that... He's technically the bad dad, quotation marks. But he, like... He's like that. He's that kind of guy who has seen things, right? So, he's not exactly, like... I don't want to say he's not easy to love, because honestly, I quite like Robert. But he is a person that's not easy to get close to. Like, he's a very particular kind of person. He has what's the word? Oh, his boundaries are very firm and very clear. But also he is a little wild. Does that make sense? Because at the same time, he also is just like, yo, let's hook up. And it's like, oh, you know. But if you, what I'm guessing, sorry, I'm my analysis midway through video. What I'm getting, so basically, like, when it comes to guys like Robert, who it's like they have a lot of like flings, one night stands, which that's whatever. That's you. If you want to do it, that's you. But in the route where I was just like, I smashed Robert, right? He like did not care after that, right? It's just like, oh, basically you create, I'll say you create, but like you end up creating a situation where, sorry, where because you kind of were like, I gave in too easily, or it's like, oh, I just like went there, it makes him view you a particular way because he has seen things, and that makes him feel as if like you don't really care, I guess. And like you mostly only care about smashing, which is why later he's just like, yeah, get out. You know, and it's just like, you treat me like dirt. And it's just like, we're not in a relationship. You just wanted to smash. I wanted to smash. And you said, okay. You know, it's not a relationship particularly. But, it's just it's interesting. I like this. I like this. I like this here. Okay, let's continue. Nothing wrong with two people sitting in silence and drinking whiskey. Oh. Alright. Robin and I sit in silence and drink whiskey. I take in the rest of the bar. Patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer. Mary giving the hard sell to that young man. The young man pretending he got a phone call from one of his friends. Huh. Maybe silence is nice sometimes. I love people watching. People watching is so peaceful. So, I should have expected this. You ever kill a man? I choke on my drink. Excuse me? You know, watch a life drain from someone's eyes. It's not just their life, you know. It's their hopes and dreams draining away. Every memory and every experience they've ever had. Gone. No.
Oh.
Great, me neither. Love Robert. Robert knocks back his shot and motions for me to do the same. I reciprocate. I'm just messing with you. Relax. I laugh nervously. Or am I? I laugh nervously again. Oh my gosh, I'm laughing nervously. We sip more whiskey and people watch some more. Mary has her sights set on another man after the other one excused himself to the bathroom and, I assume, crawled out of a window. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. You betcha. Robert gets out of the booth, shouldering his jacket. Let's roll. Sorry, whiskey. Inside voices.
Hey.
Let's roll. Wait, what about Mary? Brother, Mary is gonna be just fine. I look over at Mary, who's lying on the bar in front of some poor sap. She's saying happy birthday to him while he insists that it's not his birthday. Yeah, she'll be fine. She'll be okay. We make our way out of the bar and back onto the street. I'm trying my hardest not to stumble, but man, that sidewalk is just coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet like this is tripping over my own feet like this is the first time I've ever been drunk. Where to? You'll see. Is it the corner store? I follow Robert through street lamp spotlights until we eventually arrive at a rundown strip mall. There's a beauty salon, a sex shop. Of course there's a sex shop. A computer repair store that looks like it's been closed for 10 years. And finally, a liquor store.
Hey.
Wait here. I'll be right back. After a minute, Robert returns with 2 wine bottles in brown paper bags. He hands one to me. Cheers. Sorry. He sits on the curb and drinks. He motions for me to do the same. This is really not where I expected the night to go. I take a sip. Why, it's infidel. What? Nothing. I just wasn't expecting. It is delicious, fruity, and refreshing. Don't judge me. I start to say something. Think of his lecture about valuing silence earlier. I stop. I sip on my wine and watch cars drive by. Let's throw rocks. I love Robert. What? Robert suddenly hurls a rock at a stop sign. He is so wild. I love that. Okay. The ding echoes throughout the empty parking lot. That felt good. He presses a stone into my free hand. Now you try. I don't know. With feeling. I look at the rock in my hand and look at the stop sign. Back at the rock, back at the stop sign. I know what has to be done. I got a problem with authority. This one's for you, Pappy. Oh no. I have unresolved resentment toward my father. I'm gonna express it through property damage. Not the daddy issues. I hurl the rock at the sign. It sails over the top of the sign. Right into the window of a parked car, leaving a crack. Oh my, Reginald. How embarrassing.
Really?
Dude, run! I leap up and dart into the nearest alley, wine in hand. I can hear Robert's footsteps behind me. After I'm sure I'm far enough away from the crack, what a mess. What? Oh, sorry. What a disaster. Okay. After I'm sure I'm far enough away from the cracked window that I am no longer culpable for this heinous crime, I stopped to catch my breath. Sorry. I stopped to catch my breath. Oh, I'm still laughing. Okay. Maybe we strike rock throwing from the to-do list. Agreed. Suddenly, my stomach growls. Oh man, I'm starving. Let's get pizza. Can't argue with that. Where's good around here? Actually, I don't even care if it's good. It just needs to be edible and in my mouth in the next 5 minutes. That's what she said. I know just the place. I follow Robert through a maze of alleys and side streets until we eventually end up in front of a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. The bright red neon sign reads, Pizza Pizza. So many alliterations. Ta-da! I can see a few exhausted-looking workers behind the counter tossing dough and pulling piping hot pizzas right out of stone ovens. Ooh, stone ovens. My stomach rumbles again. We go up to the counter and get ready to order. Can I get 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza? Oh wait, Reginald, you're cool with pineapple on your pizza, right? Of course. He likes... I'm crying. Okay. We wait a minute for our pizza to come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier hands us each a giant slice on a paper plate so saturated with grease that I'm worried it will fall apart. We take our pizzas outside and wander through the alleyways as we eat. Bro. Literally. That was me in New York. We went to Joe's Pizza in New York, and it was just like, you know, they just give you these like plates, and it's just like all the oil and the grease go down, and you're just like, the best pizza of my life. I take a why am I so dry? I'm so sorry. I take a bite. It's absolutely delicious. Pineapple is truly the best pizza topping. You said it. I love that Robert loves pineapple on pizza. That makes him so wild. Like, you know, because people are always like, nah. And I'm just like, Robert, of all people? Work. Man, I feel way better now. You and me both. We hear a noise coming out of a slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly. Got any more of that wild in you? Oh, okay. You, I betcha. Good on... Wow, he loves these answers. Okay, good on you. Robert and I slide the door open and peek inside. It's completely dark except for some flickering light. We slowly creep forward, cautious not to be heard or seen. Shh. Oh, it's a movie theater. Don't shush me so loud. Shh. We come to the end of the hallway and find ourselves standing in front of a movie screen. Oh, this suddenly makes sense. Did we really just sneak into a movie theater like a couple of teenagers? No talking during the movie. We look into the audience and are surprised to find that it's almost empty, save for a row of few teenagers in the front. They look annoyed when they notice us. Robert starts making his way to the very back of the theater, and I follow him. We settle in with our wines and try to make sense of this movie. It's a romantic comedy, I think. The young man is frantically trying to get through New York to find the woman that he's finally realized he's in love with. Not archive of our own fanfic. Kiss already! There's nobody to kiss yet. You want him to kiss the taxi driver? Hell yeah. Wait a second, why am I like down with Robert? I'm so down with Robert. What the heck? The kids down the way notice us heckling. One of them speaks up. Hey man, keep not Ernest. Hey man, keep it down. Oh damn, that's Ernest Hemingway. You goes, kid. Ernst! Oh, Ernst! Ernest! Hey Ernest, I know you, it's me, your neighbor, hi! Oh, Reginald. Ernest, why do I keep doing that? Ernest turns back around, embarrassed. I turn back to Robert. He kissed anyone yet? Turns out that yes, he did kiss someone. He made his way out to a tiny island near New York to profess his love for a woman who, for some reason, he knew would be there. She tells him that they hit the jackpot. He said that they had, but I think there's some subtext I'm missing here. Boo! Love is dead. Shut up! It's beautiful! Oh, Ernest likes rom-coms? No, you shut up. Ernest grumbles. The credits start to roll. I stand up. Robert immediately pulls me back down. Hundreds of people worked very hard to make this film happen, and you're just going to sit there and appreciate them. Oh. Okay. Look at that. Elizabeth Shelton. She worked really hard. But she did lots of good wardrobe design. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Elizabeth Shelton, for this beautiful film-going experience. And Peter Anders, catering, fed a bunch of people so that they could have the energy to do their jobs. What a guy. Let the credits roll while Robert individually thanks every member of the crew. Once it's finally over and he makes sure no animals were harmed in the making of this film, we leave the movie theater. We stumble into the theater parking lot, polishing off the rest of our wine. Uh-oh. Out of nowhere, a rock flies through the air and hits me on the knee. My knee! What the hell? Ernest and his friends stand in the alleyway blocking our exit. Oh, what do you guys want? How'd you go and throw a rock at my knee? This is my good knee! My orthopedist is gonna be pissed! Ernest tosses another rock up and down in his hands. What's wrong with this kid? You ruined my theater-going experience. Now you have to pay. Brother, why are you acting like a gangster? Like what? Oh. Well, I don't have any cash on me right now, and like, movies got really expensive. Ernest hucks another rock at my other knee. I'm able to jump out of the way, but I didn't properly stretch before physical activity, and I'm probably gonna feel super sore in the morning. Oh, honey. We ruined it for you. That movie was pretty crappy in the first place. Hey, you take that back! That was a beautiful love story with really genuine acting. You call that good acting? What classicist mainstream slop have you been served your entire life? What?
Huh?
Have you ever seen any Michael Powell? A Matter of Life and Death? 1946? Easily the toughest 5 minutes of love you'll ever witness. Listen, man.
Excuse me?
No, you listen. That popcorn drivel the mass media is shoving down your throat will only make you dumber and sadder. You of all people should strive for a higher standard in the art you consume. Your name is Ernest Hemingway, for Christ's sakes. Oh, now you've done it! Ernest brushes Robert, screaming like a banshee. Not these two getting into a fist fight! What is happening? I dive between Ernest and Robert, trying to stop the kid. He lunges forward, kicking me as hard as he can in the knee. Ow! My knee!
Excuse me?
Robert gets in between Ernest and myself. It's as if he's seeing red. Knee hurts.
How dare you?
Oh, some. Ooh, okay. Alright, buddy. Talk like punk. Get hit like a punk. Robert squares up into a boxer. You are not gonna knock out this little kid. Well, he's not a little kid, he's a teenager. But you are not gonna knock out this child. Robert's going. Queensbury rules. 3-minute rounds with 1 minute rest in between. No low blows, fish hooks, J grabs, or high blows. What?
How dare you?
And don't even think about pulling an illegal turnstile. That's an automatic deduction of 3 points.
Excuse me?
You'll have to designate a second if you're unable to fulfill your role as main duelist. One of your friends over there looks like he has enough youthful vivacity to handle it. Hey man, I don't want to get dragged into this. Oh, hey man, I don't want to get dragged into this. That movie sucked. It's too late. You two are bloodbound. He dies, you die. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Talk to Queensbury. We're just Gotta go. Ernest and his friends warily back away. Robert calls after them. The Queensbury Association will hear about this and consume better content. Once the teens are safely out of earshot, Robert turns to me. Are you about to actually fight that kid? Are you kidding me? I would never hit a child. That would be despicable. You throw the rules at him, though. It was bold. Nobody wants a Queensbury sanctioned throwdown. But full disclosure, I made half of that up. Wow. See, you don't even have to know the rules. Just make them up. It's my boy. Come on, let's get out of here. Robert and I cooled down a bit as we walked back to the neighborhood. I'm so sorry. I get really into the art of filmmaking when drunk. It's okay. I think it's cool how much you like movies. To be honest, I don't know a lot about them myself. Buddy, I got so much to show you. You ever see any Sam Fuller? I haven't. Fuller is cash. Okay. I don't... Thanks for defending my honor, that's for sure. Oh, okay. It's a little strange when you say it like that, but sure, why not? Robert throws an arm around my shoulder and we drunkenly belt out tunes all the way back. We finally get to his doorstep. This was a interesting night. I liked it. A smile forms on his cheeks. A rare sight. Let's sing again soon, yeah? Yeah. I linger there for a second, swaying drunkenly in the night breeze. Robert claps me on the shoulder. Night, bud. Robert heads back inside and I stumble my way back home. Not the stumble. Not the stumble. Come on, baby. What I get, what I get. Work! Not the dream daddies being easier to seduce than 11 Deep Space guys. Okay. I had a lot of fun with Robert the last time we hung out, but I'm beginning to wonder if he's dodging me. I've tried messaging him a few times and that book says he hasn't even read them. I haven't even seen him come out of his house, actually. I decided to send him one last message, figuring that this will produce the same result. Not the drinks. I walk away from my computer because at this point, I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. I decide to check Dad book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert. Huh. Hope he's okay. Turn out the lights and lie down. It's here. Hey, Reginald. Hey. Hey, Reginald. Hey, I'm outside. Come outside. Is this what it was last time? I don't remember. Because I think it was like the winky face emoji or something, right? Okay. Ugh, what is that? I was just on the verge of falling asleep. Climb out of bed and try to identify the source of the dinging. My computer screen illuminates the dark room. I walk over to it, ready to turn it off, when I notice what's happening on screen. This is different. Don't make me honk, I will honk. Get out here. Love that. I look out my window and sure enough, there's Robert leaning up against his pickup truck in my driveway. I open my door to try and figure out what's going on. Hey. Hey?
Hey.
Wanna hang? I was kinda sleeping. I imagine Reginald coming out in his pajamas. Like, that's no fun. Come hang out. I would argue that sleeping is very fun, but I don't have anywhere to be in the morning. Might as well live a little. Work! Come on, Reginald! Sure.
I don't know.
Cool. You plan on going out like that? I look down and realize that I am, in fact, not wearing- oh, it's even worse. Wearing underwear. I'm not wearing pants. I mean, I don't mind. Right. 1 second. I mind. I mind so much. I mind so much. Okay. I run inside and throw my going out pants, shoes, and a jacket. I grab my keys. Meet Robert back outside.
Hey.
Ready? Ready.
Mm.
No, he's not. No, I'm ready. Reginald is not. Reginald is a disaster. You know how it be. You know? Hop in. Okay. I jump into the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. Oh, it's red? We gotta fix that. Sorry. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Robert silently starts the car and we drive out of the cul-de-sac. You like, why is it like, oh my gosh, I hate that. I hate that so much. You you like Tom Waits? Hoist that rag, baby. I don't know, but that's what the guide says. Before I can answer, Robert turns up the radio. Yep, that's Tom Waits, alright. He lights a cigarette and cracks the windows. We drive together in silence. So, where are we going? Oh, finally, it stopped shaking. Robert doesn't respond. Oh, not the music change. Robert? Oh, I heard you. He still doesn't answer my question. We're gonna die today. We're perishing today. I look out the window and notice that Robert's taking us to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs. Well, whatever I've got myself into, looks like I'm in it for the night. I settle into my seat and watch streetlights pass by. I glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired as he always does, but there's something a bit more there than that I just can't place. Say nothing. Yeah. he likes it when you don't bother him, so yeah. I remember what Robert said about hating small talk and decide to keep my mouth shut. He notices me staring. Stop looking so nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm a little nervous. Just hang on, we're almost there. Almost where? I have no idea where we are. I think we're moving at a slight incline, but I'm not so sure. Oh. We eventually come to a stop. Robert gets out of the car and I sit for a second. I'm sure if he wants me to get out too. What are you waiting for? I hastily exit the car. You know what, like, I think this is, this whole route is literally just like, dang, he's so cool. And then it's like, you just try to be like, don't look uncool in front of him, but you keep acting uncool, but he's like kind of just going with it because he's like down with you. That's what, like, every little thing Reginald does is just like, okay, I can't act weird. And he's like, you coming out? Panic. The usual. The usual. Robert sits on the bed of his truck and pats the space next to him. Are we stargazing? We are, sightseeing. City gazing. I sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline against the bay. The cool night air rustles some trees near us as lights blink in the distance. Off to the side, I can see an entrance to a dense forest. Man, it's also gorgeous. This is... This is where I come to... I should have expected this from Robert, but for some reason I was so caught off guard. What? I'm kidding. What's wrong with you? This is my... Sorry, I'm still laughing. Oh, mercy, sorry. This is my little spot where I come to think. It's nice. You can see the whole city from up here. Really gives you some perspective. Robert reaches behind him and pulls out something from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight. I suddenly realize what it is. Is it the alcohol that he won from Craig? Oh, that's a knife! Okay, to be fair, it was either alcohol or a knife, because I would. I don't know. He's doing things that I'm expecting him to do, but it's just so fun. Like, the timing is funny. I think that's why it's so effective, you know? Oh, please don't stab me. Girl, calm down, Reginald. Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small piece of wood. He is not gonna stab you, please. Please don't stab me with that either. It's a piece of wood. Oh my gosh. Robert takes a knife to the piece of wood and starts See? Calm down, Reginald. Okay. Robert takes the knife to the piece of wood and starts carving at it.
I don't know.
Oh. I breathe a very audible sigh of relief as Robert looks at me sideways. Did you? We are so lame. Reginald and I are so lame. Like, you know, Robert's literally just like, I can read you like a book. Like, no question. And he's just being cool about it. Did you think I was gonna stab you just now? What? No! Hate to break it to you, but I did in fact bring you out here to harvest your organs. Play along. Don't play along. Oh, I think the kids might be hungry. We're gonna keep going though. Okay, because it's not exactly their dinner time yet. Yeah, well, you think you caught me in a trap, but I knew. For years, I've been putting the most vile junk food in my body in preparation for this day. Come at me, fiend, and reap what you will. We are so lame. But I wouldn't have it any other way. 2 steps ahead of you at all times. That's how I operate. Nothing. Why does he like it? We are lame, Robert. Nothing gets past you, huh? Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folding knife that he opens and hands to me. I'll warn you, the last guy I had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers because he didn't know the 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, correct? Honestly can't tell when you're kidding. I'm so many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humor is. He and I laugh. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good hearty laugh. Have you ever whittled before? Bro, I am like... You know, Robert is like... He's making me feel things, you know? Sorry, I'm just joking. You guys know that I love Allison from Baldur's Gate 3, and he whittles ducks. Like, little wooden ducks. So the fact that Robert's just like, hey, do you whittle? And I'm like, bro, I love this man. I love this man. I love this man. Oh my goodness. Considering I'm not a grandpa. No, rude. What do you mean by that? Well, I just thought that you would have a block of wood shipped to you along with your first social security check. Reginald, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honored tradition enjoyed by both young and old alike. That you're dismissing it before you've even tried it speaks volumes about your character. However, because I've gotten to know you for some time and have come to think of us as friends, I'm willing to attribute it to ignorance instead of malice. What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick. Robert motions to a good-looking stick on the ground. Perfect for potential whittling. I pick it up.
Oh.
The most important thing to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it. If you cut against the grain, the wood is going to splinter. Isn't the most important thing safety?
Hey.
No, Reginald. No.
Oh.
No. Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my damn hands. Look at his damn hands. They're calloused and covered in little white scars. They're very nice hands. You can't make a stick omelet without breaking a few hand eggs. Where?
Knife that wood.
Oh, here it is. It's the mini game. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go. Oh, we'll do that. Okay, we'll go. That's a good start. What is it? A toothpick. Toothpick. Oh, have mercy. Okay, hold on a sec. Pencil. Good luck writing with that. You made a highly dangerous weapon! Yay! Okay. Oh, now. We are so lame! Got the popsicle stick. Tell me about this one. It's a popsicle stick. All you need to now all you need is to carve up some wooden juice, wooden fruit, and a wooden freezer. Yay, popsicle stick. Oh, Reginald, you're embarrassing me! Oh, Reginald. Reginald, what are we... Something to make me look tougher. It's working. I think you can take me in a fight. Probably. Yay. Yay. I'm just like, I'm so lame. What is happening? What's this? I don't know. I don't know anymore. That's just fine. Oh, thank goodness. Personal whittling progress. How many more things I gotta whittle? Oh my gosh. How many more things am I whittling? My hands are cramping. I got carpal tunnel. Nice form. What is it supposed to be? Louisiana. Okay, what do I do? I'll be sussy. You really captured my likeness. I'm impressed. Robert, I guess. Oh, please don't make me whittle anymore. Oh, no. No, Reginald is embarrassing. I can't do this no more. A chopstick. Interesting. What do we have here? Chopstick. Ambidextrous. It's... stick. Ambidextrous. Please end my suffering. Oh no! Well, this is a bigger one, so why not? Chili pepper. If you keep this up, you'll be a whittling pro in no time. A new friend! He's beautiful. I'm happy for you. New friend! See, it is a duck. Well, looks more like a swan, but... Oh, no, no, I can't do this anymore. I'm humiliating myself in front of the cool dad. And get him in front of the cool guy. Oh, who is she? Sir Horsington the Brave. A brave and noble name for a brave and noble creature. Beautiful gift for Amanda. Wow. Wow. Wait, oh, thank goodness. My suffering has ended. I'm so embarrassing. Robert and I sit in silence for a while, carving our pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing. I glance over to see what Robert's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife? Ah! While I'm distracted, the knife slices into my thumb. Blood gushes all over my little wooden carving, of course. Robert is lost in carving and doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. Robert still doesn't notice. Robert, I'm dying. I'm bleeding to death. Robert finally looks over. He reaches into his jacket again. Jesus, how much stuff does this guy keep in there? And pulls out a red bandana. He wraps it around my thumb. Hold tight. He hops off the truck and I can hear him rummaging around his car. He comes back a moment later with a well-stocked first aid kit. Robert carefully wipes all the blood off my hand and swipes a bit of antiseptic onto the cut. With surprising gentleness, he places a bit of gauze on the wound and wraps it all up.
I don't know.
You okay? Yeah, I'm good. He hands me what's left of the tube of antiseptic. Make sure to keep that cut clean. It's oddly touching and a little sexy. I guess I'm a real whittler now. That you are. Be careful though. They're attracted to the smell of blood. Wait, what? What's attracted to the smell of blood? Cryptids. Tons of them out here, you know. The Mothman. The Mothman. Cryptids? Like Mothman and stuff? Mothman is nothing. But yeah, this town's a hotbed for cryptozoological occurrences. Bigfoot. You're joking. Oh, how I wish I were. I'm a skeptic myself. Or at least I thought I was. There are things in these woods that we can't possibly comprehend. Not the Appalachians. Not the Appalachians. Not the Appalachias. I think about my entire time in this city. Aside from the occasional stray coyote. I don't think it's too bad. You ever heard of the Dover ghost? Not the ghost. I don't think so. Well, let me tell you a story. I was out in the woods here on a weekend camping trip with Betsy. You don't know Betsy, but she's a big pup. Pit bull. Real intimidating. I feel safe around her. First night goes without incident. Get some solitude. Betsy gets to pee wherever she wants. All good stuff. Second day. Get the idea into my head that I can hike deeper into the woods. Probably against my better judgment, but hey, we're just having a fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching in the morning.
Really?
It's a little late and we set up camp, but it's different this night. Real quiet. Can't hear the birds, the crickets, squirrels, nothing. Dead silent. Then it happens. I hear the most unholy growl I've ever heard in my life. Right outside my tent. Me and Betsy, we go to investigate. You look around the clearing. Nobody's there. Then there's this feeling. Not sure if I can quite describe it. I know someone, something, is watching us. Betsy, though, she's scared. Never seen her like that. And when she's scared, I know that I should be too. Then I see it. In the distance. A man, but something that didn't know what a man was supposed to look like made it. Just looked wrong. Big. Arms too long for its body. Black eyes. Just stood there and stared at me. Then it disappears. I hear one yelp from Betsy and I turn around to check on her. But she's gone. Into thin air. I didn't sleep at all in my tent that night. I don't think I've slept right since. You're lying. Okay, you're full of it. You think I'm lying? Robert pulls out their wallet. Okay. Robert pulls out his wallet and shows me a picture of a beautiful pit bull. Tell that to Betsy. They say that if you listen closely on quiet nights just like tonight, you can hear the howl of the Dover ghost. Isn't Betsy the one from the center? The howl resonates through the woods. Doesn't sound like a regular howl. It's so guttural. Even from far away, something about it makes my skin crawl. Okay, Robert, real funny. I turn to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet. You're messing with me. Right? I was messing with you. Up until literally just now. I totally made that camping story up. I strained my eyes to scan the forest line, trying to see where the howl originated from. Off in the distance, I I see something. It's so far away, I barely can make out a shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something. Do you see that? We should go. Robert and I slowly back away and get into the truck. He turns off his headlights and we make a slow crawl away. Back onto the road. I'm too scared to look back. What is that?
Really?
Dover ghost, I guess. I chuckled nervously. This time he doesn't seem like he's messing with me. Or maybe someone illegally dumping garbage on a wildlife preserve? Yeah, that's the story we'll tell ourselves. We sit in silence for a little while longer, the fear of whatever that was slowly subsiding as we get closer to the city. Thanks for coming out. This was fun. Sorry I haven't been in touch. I've just been in a way lately. Had to get out of the house. Had to be around somebody. I feel that, brother. Robert's having a crisis, and I'm just like, same. Mood. Doing okay, man? Robert thinks for a second and lights another cigarette.
Hey.
Been doing a lot of thinking. Same. Robert and I, like, we be besties. Emotionally. He takes a long drag. As I get older, I feel. Oh no! He's getting too real. He's getting too real. Oh my gosh! No, Robert, please. Oh no! As I get older, I feel more and more that I'm just drowning in the sea of regret. I'm so busy chasing after these things that I thought would make me happy that I didn't think about anyone else. All I cared about was myself. Didn't even think. Okay, that's where we separate. And you know, we're opposite in that way. I diminish myself for others, and he's just like, I'm self-centered. And now he's like, dang, I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Robert stops. I wait for him to finish his thought, but he just stares at the road. Maybe I'm just built like this, Sam. Or maybe I do it to myself. Maybe it's my own choice that I'm as unhappy as I am. Try to think of something to say. I remember all the times in my life when I've been sad, and there's a great many of them, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Something I held on to that kept me going. There's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking. Maybe we deserve to be eaten by the Dover ghost. That would be him. Maybe that's why it's here. The Dover ghost feeds off your sadness. My sadness. It hunts us in the night. Honestly, makes sense. I was trying to kid around. To be to just be devoured for my sins. Yeah, that sounds pretty great, actually. It was a joke. I'm turning the car around. We're going back.
How dare you?
Robert, why are all his lines so weird? Like, Robert slams on the brakes and puts the car in reverse. Robert, wait! He stops the car again. You know what? I thought about it. It's not my time yet. I haven't finished watching the Criterion Collection. No, not the Criterion Collection. They just keep adding stuff to it. But thanks, Reginald. We drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. Robert drops me off at my place. As I'm about to close the passenger door, I realize that I still have Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull it out and offered it back to him. You hold on to that. Never know when you might need it. Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. Robert smirks, then pulls away. He then immediately pulls into his driveway, just one over from mine. He gets out and waves. I tiptoe into the house, careful not to wake Amanda up. Whoa, where'd you come from? I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water. I thought you were sleeping. Oh, Robert woke me up to go cryptid hunting. You know the Mothman is bull, right? Amanda Lang. You know what? It's fine. I finally decide to go to bed. I say, you know what? Work. Come on, baby.
Oh, where'd my pants go?
Okay, calm down. calm down. Oh, goodness. Okay, so I think this part is like the Amanda friend thing. So we're gonna hoppity skippity this, yeah? Because I've gone through this like, it feels like 8 million times, so. Okay, let's booty bounce. Okay. Oh boy, I hope, oh my gosh, I hope I do this right. Well, you know what, I'll do it. Save and continue. Let's do it. Okay. I haven't spoken to Robert since that night we drove out to his thinking spot. He seemed unusually somber then. Like, more so than the usual amount of somber that Robert is. Which is already a lot. I've been thinking about him and hope he's doing okay, but I've been a little reluctant to reach out to him. Oh, Reginald. Hey, Reginald. Guess who's getting their drink on tonight? Okay, I take a look at my I take a look at my dad book messages. There's a flurry of them from Robert. Yes, it's you. Also me, but mostly you. But mostly you. Yeah, dude. I type back to Robert. Tonight we ride. Yeah. Meet me at Jim and Kim's at 8 p.m. Sorry. Not that I'm unappreciative, but I think this is the first time that Robert's given me more than an hour's warning before hanging out. Amanda! Amanda pops her head into the hallway. Music I don't recognize blaring from her room. Huh? What's up? I'm hanging out with Robert later tonight. Okay, cool. Robert, who's my friend. I have friends. I'm happy for you, Dad. People enjoy my company, Amanda.
Ugh.
Dad, I'm so happy for your continued development as a human being. What are you listening to? Sad stuff. What will Grandma think? Well, I don't think she cares for the Smiths that much, but I figure if we started her off on Mita's murder, she'd ease her way into it. No, honey, the language. Oh, she'd hate that. Just promise me you'll lighten up a bit. For Grandma. Amanda goes back into her room and turns up the volume to her sad stuff. I put on my going out coat. Not my going out coat. Reginald. Okay. My going out coat and walk over to Jim and Kim's. I spot Robert leaning against the brick wall, smoking a cigarette. As I get closer, I realize that he looks a little different. Cleaner, I guess. He looks the same to me. No, I'm just joking. it's because the, what do you call it? It's because the sprite's the same. So, okay. I don't even know why I'm circling with my mouse. You guys can't see it, so it's fine. It actually seems like he combed his hair and his clothes are less wrinkled than usual. Oh. Is that so? Hey! Hey. You take a shower just for me? I'm working on my relationship with existence. We both stand there for a second and don't say anything. Robert finishes his cigarette and abruptly goes inside. I follow him. By the time I get inside, it is wild in here. Robert's already at the bar ordering 2 whiskeys. I spot a booth in the back and claim it for us. Robert slides in and hands me a glass. To you. Not us. Not us. Here's to your continued existence. We clink whiskeys and I watch him sip his... Rather than his traditional approach of slamming the whiskey... Sorry. We clink whiskeys and I watch him sip his, rather than his traditional approach of slamming the whiskey back as quickly as possible. I can read, I promise. Okay. So, what's the plan for tonight? Hit some other bars, maybe grab some pizza. I think that'll kill some time before we go burn down that old abandoned house in the woods. It's definitely not as fun if it's abandoned. Mary pops over the back of the booth, a glass of wine in her hand. She punches Robert in the shoulder. I love Mary. I'm sorry I ever thought wrong of you, Mary. I'm sorry. Where's my phone call? Sorry, figured you were busy sinking your teeth into some poor sap. I am. He's right here. I look around the booth to see a guy sitting across from her. He waves meekly. Oh, poor child. You're replacing me with the new kid? Mary, I can never replace you. Whether I wanted to or not. I was about to say, I don't think he has a choice. Mary leaves her booth and slides in next to Robert. The guy she was sitting with looks mildly relieved. She eyes Robert's clean pressed clothes up and down suspiciously. Oh, she knows. What, you got a court date coming up? He'd never convince the jury. I was like, that's it. You would have had to shave first.
Hey.
Seriously, though, what's up with you? Robert stares down at his drink, suddenly looking serious. It's... Pappy. Doctors say it's cirrhosis of the liver. I told that old bag of bones to quit it with the sauce, but it's all he's ever known, especially since Ma's gone. That's why I invited you out tonight. Just didn't want to be alone. Oh, come on. Reginald, don't be a jerk. You know the one thing Robert doesn't joke around about is his pappy. Oop. They're giving him 2 months. I gotta help him straighten out his affairs. Robert? I'm so sorry. Robert takes a long look at his whiskey, eyeing it in the dim glow of the bar's lights. I look at his life, then I look at mine, and I know history is just doomed to repeat itself. Oh my god. I'm just kidding, he's retired with his new girlfriend in Acapulco. They watch the sunset every night, probably screw like donkeys. Wait, aren't rabbits the ones who screw a lot? Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were an expert on which animals screw a lot. Please stop saying the word screw. Robert finishes his drink and slides it away from him. He gets up out of the booth. Me and Reginald are gonna hit the bricks. You coming with? Mary casts one last glance at the sad sap she's been hunting, and downs the rest of her wine in one gulp. This place is dead anyways. We exit the bar and find the typically empty street filled with a small crowd of people. At the front is a guy with a really deliberate attitude and bad posture. He carries a lantern that he shines up at his face for dramatic effect. What's going on? Looks like it's one of those walking ghost tours. They do that in this part of town all the time. Always wanted to do one of those. You know all the stories are fake, right? Pretty much all of my stories are fake. This is research. Robert makes a beeline towards the back of the group. He turns around when he notices that I'm not following him. Come on! Oh my! Come on! Can't just crash it, can we? Don't be such a square, Reginald. Just act like you belong. Exactly! Robert sidles up to the tour group. I reluctantly fall into step behind him. Well, there goes nothing. Hey, hey! It was in this place in 1694 that the most infamous witch trials were held. To date, we do not know if the people burned at the stake were actually witches, but it is widely reported that their ghosts still haunt this hapless dive bar to this very day. Okay, listen. It was actually 1692.
All right.
What? And the site was over by the coffee shop down the road. I'm sorry, who are you? Daniel Misturgis, ghost historian. This is my colleague, Dr. Dr. 80s reference. Yeah, it has to be 80s. Dr. Loomis, paranormal investigator extraordinaire. We're touring America's most haunted locations as research for our new book. You may have seen our guest cameo on Paranormal House Hunters, Extreme Edition. A couple. What are you doing? The children wanted to play with my stuff they're not supposed to play with. Poor children. Okay. A couple of people in the group start nodding. Man, Robert's good at this. Are you guys part of the group? I don't remember seeing you at the first stop. We like to keep a low profile. Easier to catch ghosts that way.
Oh.
They've definitely been here. Been standing next to them the whole time. Thank you, random lady who I do not know. As I was saying, the epicenter of paranormal activity can be found with the coffee spoon. Over there. Man who runs it has been plagued by haunting since he signed the lease. You've driven him mad. But whatever you want to say is cool, I guess. It's your tour. Man didn't know. Oh, man didn't know about Matt. Oh, didn't know that about Matt. Wait, Robert's making this up. The rest of the tour group listens intently to Robert's every word. I think the tour guide can tell that he's losing the group. He seems to be getting flustered.
That's the good stuff.
Thank you for your contribution and knowledge, Mr. McSturgis. Let's move on to the next haunted location. Robert, Mary, and I follow the group down the street. That tour guide's shirt is cool. Yeah, everyone in the group gets one if we make it to the final location. I turn to Robert and grab him by the shoulders. I need that t-shirt. Well, guess we're in this for the long haul then. Just follow my lead. Don't arouse too much suspicion. We'll have cool ghost shirts in no time. Word! Our group arrives at an old decrepit colonial-style house. A quick pause in the tour. My name is Quinn, but most people on the ghost tour circuit call me Tour Master Quinn. I'm a DJ trivia master and part-time actor.
Hey!
I do private ghost hunting events, birthday parties, MC bar mitzvahs, and perform traditional vaudevillian mime work. Tourmaster Quinn gives out headshots to all of us. His resume is on the back. Stage combat experience. Anyway, here's a little bit of history for you all. This was the home of the noted American author Dorothy Pembridge, whose prose was wildly popular in the late 19th century. It was in the attic of this very home where she wrote such classics as The Diaries of a Victorian Mistress, Lady Fitzwilliam's Courtship, and The Ghost of Sea Captain Reginald Barkley. Not Reginald. Unfortunately died of consumption shortly after the turn of the century, but several people have reported that on some nights you can see a light from the attic, where the ghost of Miss Pembridge continues to work on her latest bestseller. I guess you could say that she was consumed by her work. Now,
I'm so sad.
no reaction from the crowd. This guy needs to work on his dad jokes. Actually, consumption is the popular cover-up. Little known fact is that it was a murder-suicide.
That's the good stuff.
I'm pretty sure she died of consumption. Sure. And we definitely didn't hire Stanley Kubrick to elaborately fake the moon landing. That's the watered-down, censored version they teach you in school. But if you can't handle the real story, I understand. It's not for the faint of heart. Can we? I think everyone would much rather hear what this world-renowned ghost historian has to say. Right, everybody? The group murmurs in agreement. This is a topic we cover extensively in our book. Dr. Loomis, would you care to tell this story?
Hey!
Okay. What am I? Yeah, let's do that. In the 19th century, Dorothy Pembridge was credited for protecting New York City from potentially world-ending paranormal forces. Despite her success, her ragtag group of ghost hunters were disbanded by government officials. However, after learning that the ghost of Vigo the Carpathian has taken an interest in her son, her and her ghost-busting friends launched the mission to defeat the ghost and once again save New York City. Hey, isn't that the plot to... No, it's not. The tour guide sees this as an opportunity to take back the group and addresses us with some razzle-dazzle. It's Ghostbusters. I know what it is. What an interesting story. Now, I just want everyone to know that the next location is extremely terrifying. If anyone thinks they can't handle it, feel free to excuse yourselves.
Oh my god.
Alright, I'm bored. Mary turns to a young guy looking at his phone and taps him on the shoulder. Hey kid, fancy buying a gal a drink? The guy looks up at her and smiles. Only if the bar is haunted. Honey, I can show you the most haunted place in town. I think I could exorcise your demons, if that's what you're looking for. Oh, I didn't even have to say it. His eyes go wide. Mary salutes me and Robert. She suddenly pulls me into a hug and murmurs into my ear. When you've known Rob for as long as I have, you know when something's wrong. Keep an eye on him for me tonight, okay? Sure, Mary. Good man. Mary pats me on the back and pulls away. She takes the guy's hands and leads him down the street.
Hey.
Take it sleazy, fellas. God help that poor soul. Mary or the kid? Both. Our last stop. This burial ground is such a hotbed of horrifying paranormal activity that I'm not even sure where to begin. It's a cemetery. The cemetery. There's the wailing ghost of the Wharfman, the vampire of Maple Bay, the children of the moonlight. What about the Dover ghost? By this point, the tour guide is clearly irritated with us. What about it? Oh, nothing. I just think it would be a crime to come all the way out to this cemetery, the actual origin of one of New England's most notorious paranormal entities, and not even mention the infamous Dover ghost. That's not a real thing. That is absolutely not a real thing. I think someone needs to brush up on their paranormal history. I know tons about paranormal history. I know every ghost story in this area.
Hey.
I can guarantee you, there's one you don't know. Robert looks over at me and smiles.
Hey.
Would you folks care to hear the tale of how Loomis and I met?
Hey!
No, the entire group shushes the tour guide. Okay, fine. Tell the story. Well, it was a dark and stormy night. I wasn't always a paranormal investigator. Way back when, I was just a
Nice.
Bible salesman. No, I was a traveling grifter. Yeah, he liked that for sure. Okay. Moving from town to town, always looking for my next mark. Wasn't an easy life, but I had fun. Taking from the rich, giving to the poor. Actually, also taking from the poor, actually. I had a shaky moral foundation. I happened upon the quiet town of Maple Bay quite by accident, but little did I know, this city has a dark side.
Oh.
Now, at the same time, I was just starting out as an apprentice to a rather famous ghost hunter who was an old family friend of mine. Carried the equipment, operated the EVP machine, all that. Wait. Yes? Who was the famous ghost hunter?
Hey.
Well, I don't like to name drop, but Georgia Mathers. The tour group gasps.
Nice.
Georgia Mathers? She's a legend! You know her? Knew her. Amazing woman. Died mysteriously. Miss you, Georgie. Anyway, we were in Maple Bay investigating some reports of strange lights and sounds coming from the cemetery late at night. Now, we had been warned by the old crypt keeper that this place was highly dangerous, but Georgia was never one to shy away from an adventure. We camped out in the center of the cemetery for 3 nights straight. We endured your so-called wailing watchman. What is my child doing? Sorry. Whatever. Your stupid vampire was just a teenager in a mask. But the Dover ghost. Man. Tell him, Loomis.
Oh.
So there I was. Just walking back to my hotel after a long day of selling Bibles. working a couple short cons, yeah, sure. Alright. Classic pigeon drop scam. Putting out feelers for a rip deal. I was going to steal baby, probably. It made me rich. Found myself walking past this very cemetery. I was never a very superstitious man. Something seemed off. I could hear some sort of commotion happening deep within the graveyard and felt compelled to investigate. Thank God you did. Georgia and I were conducting a seance in the mausoleum. First, things were pretty normal, but after about an hour, everything went south. Playing back the EVP meter, we were able to hear a single word. Run.
Hey.
The air suddenly went cold. Something was very, very wrong. I just knew we weren't alone. I started to hear this faint, distant scraping noise. Something being dragged across the ground. Got louder, louder, till it was deafening. Some kind of demented howl. Then I felt it. Someone. Something. Grabbing my ankle. Robert has a whole crowd, hook, line, and sinker. You could hear a pin drop. I've only cried twice in my life. Once was at the birth of my daughter. The other was when that thing started tracking me. I wasn't sure when I wasn't sure where it was taking me, but I knew it was no place I wanted to go. I was sure I was going to die. The moment I crossed the gate into the cemetery, I heard this god-awful screeching. I ran into the mausoleum just in time to see a man being pulled across the floor by... God. To this day, the mere thought of it ties my stomach into knots. Looked like a man, but like... Glance at Robert. Like someone who didn't know what a man was supposed to look like tried to put one together. The arms were too long. His eyes glowed red. It's like a walking shadow. What'd I do? What any good person would do. I lunged for... Shoot, what was his fake name again? Oh no. Daniel. I grabbed his hand and entered into a tug of war with the unholiest of forces. He could have just said, I had to grab him. Thought I was going to be torn in half.
Hey.
But I had God on my side. The pocket Bible I always kept on me fell out of my shirt pocket. To this day, I can remember what passage it opened up to. It's definitely not this, and it's definitely not that, because if you use any of these, it's not going. So it's definitely this. Also, this Austin is not. He's not a guy. He's not. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God, who gave it. I have no idea where Robert pulled that verse from. With a horrifying growl, the entity finally relented. Daniel and I collapsed onto the ground, exhausted. We were both covered. Where'd the blood come from? We were both covered in blood. That creature. I'm getting real into it, sorry. That damn creature clawed into my chest. I mean, real good. Had to get 16 stitches. Robert pulls down the collar of his shirt to reveal a long, wicked scar across his pecs. Wait a second. What? Okay. That's how I got this scar. I followed Georgia Mathers to the ends of the earth. We faced exorcisms, demons, poltergeists that threw our equipment across the room. I had never seen Georgia so scared. It was never the same after that. Neither was I. Watching what happened to Daniel and Georgia shook my faith. But I came out of that experience a better man. Manned? Manned! And a better friend. We've been brothers ever since. What kind of brothers are you talking about? Tour group gives us a round of applause as Robert and I share an emotional hug. As he embraces me, I can smell the cologne on his neck. Wow, Robert does clean up good. I find myself lingering a little too long on the hug. The tour guide seems to have bought it. Even he's wiping a tear from his eyes. Thank you. Thank you. It's an honor to be able to share our story. Be sure to watch out for our book. What's our book? Wait, what is our book? Not Ice Road Ghost Truckers. Okay, fine, fine. Robert has to suppress a laugh at that one. Well, I think you both definitely earned your t-shirts. The tour guide hands us the coveted t-shirts. Coveted t-shirts. He then slips us both his business card and leans in close. You guys are ever in need of a professional actor, balloon animal artist, Elvis impersonator, or nude model, please don't hesitate to contact me.
Hi.
You got it, buddy. After a couple tourists take selfies with us, we split away from the group and walk home. That was incredible. I really can't believe they bought all that. I didn't know you had it in you, Reginald. Excuse me, Dr. Loomis. That bit about the pocket Bible was aces. Although giving the Dover ghost glowing red eyes was a little cliche. And the Kubrick conspiracy theory bit wasn't?
Hey.
All part of the character. Well, I got the shirts out of it. You arrive in front of Robert's house. Wanna have a drink? Is that even a question? No, you trying to poison me? I know where this goes, Small. I know the steps. 1 second, I'm sipping delicious aged scotch. Next, I'm foaming at the mouth and you've taken over the throne. Long live the king, baby. Sheesh! Robert leads me inside. I can't help but think about what Mary said to me. Robert did seem a bit off, but that completely disappeared when we were joking around with the ghost tour. I don't know. He's hard to read. While I'm thinking, I hear claws skittering across the floor. Oh god, it's his pit bull. I'm about to be torn to shreds. I shut my eyes tight and brace for impact. Betsy, hey, be nice. I don't feel anything but tiny paws scratching at my shoes. I open my eyes. Betsy! It's a silly pit bull. Betsy. Robert's dog jumps away from me, running around in circles and sniffing Robert's legs. He pats her on the head. Oh, she's so cute. I forgot how cute Betsy is. Hey, that's not a pit bull. This is the cutest, dumbest Boston Terrier I've ever seen. Betsy, you're not a pit bull? And you weren't taken by the Dover ghost? Betsy's made of tougher stuff than that. Ain't ya, girl? Betsy rolls over for some well-deserved belly rubs. Belly rubs!
Oh.
I just keep a picture of a large pit bull in my wallet in case of emergencies. Comedic emergencies. We make our way to Robert's living room. For a quiet man with arguably the oldest pickup truck that can be legally driven, this place is amazing. There are sleek modern appliances throughout the room with a big flat screen TV mounted on the wall. He has shelves upon shelves of DVDs. Guess he wasn't lying about being really into cinema. He pours us both a glass of whiskey from a well-stocked bar in the corner while Betsy curls up on a pile of cushions. So, how did you really get that scar? Don't tell me you got it fishing for Alaskan king crabs in the Bering Sea or something. You trained me too well. Robert laughs and takes a sip of his drink. My daughter and I were riding our bikes. I hit a rock, flew over the handlebars, then we went to the hospital. And that's it. Not a very interesting story. I've never heard you talk about your daughter. Well, I have one. That's her. He points at a picture on the wall of a very serious little girl with dark eyes. Yeah, that's definitely Robert's daughter. How old is she? 25? 26? Oh no, not him not knowing his daughter's age. Not too sure. Does she live around here?
Huh?
No. Val lives back home in Brooklyn. Works at some new media online magazine thing. Makes buckets though. He suddenly seems really serious. I probably shouldn't press him about it.
Oh.
You like Santana? Do I like Santana? The guide says I like Santana.
Sup?
Right? Robert puts on Santana, then takes a seat on the couch next to me. He suddenly downs his drink in one gulp. Hey, are you alright? You're gonna be alright in a second. Robert leans in and kisses me, the taste of whiskey burning my lips. I'm surprised at first, but slowly relax into his arms. He pulls away slightly, his lips barely brushing against my mouth. I am now. Samoo. Shall we? I can't say anything. At best, managing a sigh. Robert leans in again, kissing me harder. He pulls my bottom lip between his teeth and bites lightly. Slightly. I am ruining the mood. Sliding. I'm shook. Sliding a hand under my shirt. My heart pounds in my chest as he lies us both down on the couch. He kisses a trail down my neck, his teeth grazing my skin. I just wait. It's not that. Robert bites down and I have to stifle a moan. Stop. Robert stiffens up and pulls away. No biting? No. I'm more than okay with that. Something's up. Robert runs a hand through his hair and looks away. I'm fine. I've just been kind of stressed out. Tired. Not a big deal. We gotta push it. We gotta do it. Listen, I want this as badly as you do. But I know something's wrong. I need to make sure that you're okay. Robert stares at the ground. You don't know me that well, Reginald. I'm not a good person. He takes a deep breath. I spent my whole life only taking and taking and taking. Now here I am, an old, broken man, sitting on top of a pile of everything I've ever taken. Alone. But I want to know you. You don't have to keep hiding behind fake stories and acting like you don't have feelings. He sighs heavily. It's Val. He's visiting tomorrow. He wants to patch things up. Are you? I'm sorry, but is this a bit? No. When was the last time you saw her? 3, 4, I think. No way! No! You know what? That makes sense. That's why his title is Bad Dad. No, honey. No. Months? Years? I sit up straight. Jesus, Robert, what happened between the two of you? I don't want to talk about it. Robert and I sit in silence, neither of us wanting to look at each other, both of us unsure of what to do next. Fine. Things were already bad between us. I cared about her. I always did. Things just got in the way. Before I knew it, she was leaving for college, wanting nothing to do with me. Marilyn and I moved out here to settle down. We thought it would help to get away from all the distractions, all the money, drinking. But temptation gets to you. I tried to be better, but I just couldn't. And then the accident changed everything. I think every day about she must have died hating me. I never became the better man that she wanted me to be. The one she always saw in me. She was the last thread Val and I had connecting us together. I didn't know that when I lost my wife, I I'm gonna lose my daughter too. Robert. I spent so much time. I am ruining the mood. I'm sorry. I'm getting kind of like emotional. I think that's part too. I spent so much time chasing after things I thought were gonna make me happy that ruined my only real chance at happiness. Now my wife is dead and my daughter hates me. And I convinced myself that this... He gestures vaguely in my direction. Was gonna make me happy. I don't even try anymore. I'm so sorry. I know how hard it is to... No, you don't. How could you possibly know how this feels? You did everything right. Your daughter loves you. You're a good person. I was a terrible husband. Even worse father. I have no idea why she's even bothering to contact me now. I know I'm just going to screw it up like I always do. Broken. Even go. Robert pushes his head in his hands. Or puts his head in his hands. Tell him what he needs to hear. He needs to know. Nothing is going to change until you do. Robert pauses. He looks at me. There are a lot of things in my life that I regret, that I wish I could take back or do over. And it hurts so much to know that I can't. But what I can do, and what you have the privilege of doing tomorrow morning, wake up and try to be a better person than you were the day before. Things aren't going to fix themselves tomorrow or the next day, and patching things up with Val isn't going to solve all your problems either. But nothing is going to change if you don't. And you can't love anyone else until you stop hating yourself. And you're right. I don't know you that well. But you have the same capacity for good that we all have. And I know you can find it. Val is giving you a chance. Don't waste it. But, Robert, listen to me. It's gonna be okay. But I lean over and embrace Robert, pulling him in as tightly as I can. He buries his head into my shoulder, hugging me back. It's gonna be okay. I place a hand on the back of his head, then stroke his hair. He shudders, then sobs. I realize that he's crying. Thank you. We stay there for a while, holding each other. We both eventually drift off to sleep.
I may be bad, but you made me glad.
I can't. Oh my goodness. Same thing. Look, I know you're not old enough to drink. Right. I know you're smart enough not to drink until you're of legal age. Uh-huh. Hypothetically, if you were to drink, it'd behoove you to drink a glass of water between rounds. Got it. Hypothetically. And if you wake up with a headache, all you gotta do is take a jar of pickles and drink the pickle juice. You're gonna be fine. What's going on here? Girl talk. Mary turns back to Amanda. Now let me tell you about how to deal with a bad roommate. First thing to know, you get straight A's if they die during the semester. Mary!
Give it a rest, buddy.
Relax. It's a myth.
Huh?
Supposedly. Against my better judgment, I leave them be. Man, she's a baddie. Okay, hold on. Huh. I don't think I recognize that girl by the snack table. Should go say hello. Hi. I don't think we've met. Oh, we've met. Years ago. And I'm here for my revenge. You're Robert's kid, aren't you? Spot on. I guess that makes you Reginald, huh? Yeah, nice to meet you. I'm glad Robert brought you along. He promised me there would be free food, so that's kind of hard to pass up. And look, I don't know you, but can I get real with you for a second? My old man's a real closed book, you know. Me and him, we got a long way to go. You don't erase decades of neglect in a week, but you sure can get tired of staying angry about it. That kind of bitterness. It poisons you, I think. I'm too young for that. Anyway, lately he's been better. A lot better. And between him shaving for once and how much he talks about you, I get the feeling you have something to do with it. So, thanks. Robert means a lot to me. I'm glad he's getting better. Just keep an eye on him while I'm not around, okay? Or else. What? I'm kidding. Or am I? I don't know why I'm like this. I think it runs in the family. Amanda trots up to the conversation. Hey, I love your necklace. And your hair. And just, geez, your whole vibe is cool. Thanks. I like your jacket. My, oh, she's got it. Yes! I was just like, she's a lesbian. It's like, ain't no way she's not a lesbian. I like your jacket. My girlfriend collects pins too. Oh, this is my daughter Amanda. Amanda, this is Robert's daughter Val. Nice meeting you. I heard you're a photographer? Aspiring photographer. I'm going to school for it. You take pictures? Yes. Then you're a photographer. Welcome to the biz. Val hands Amanda a business card. If you're ever looking for internships, shoot me an email. Anyway, I need to go make friends with that woman over there who's dual-wielding wine glasses. Catch you later. Val walks away. She's so cool. She gave me her business card. She touched my hand. Congrats. You just networked for the first time. I'm a regular business lady now. Quarterly projections, stock market, synergy. Well, you're making a fortune as a businesswoman. I gotta keep this party going. Catch you around, Pops. Regina! Oh, not Brian. Brian! You made it! Ha. I don't pass up on good Mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Totally you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Daisy trots up. I love Daisy. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thank you so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Hey, bro! Not Craig. This is a real rager. Taking our older age in consideration. Why are you acting like you 80? Like, you know, Craig is like the one who's fit, you know? Trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild.
Hey.
Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on on your fruit punch intake. I love this baby. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Me too, dude. Briar and Hazel peek out behind Craig. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all that ice cream cake.
Oh.
Wait. Girls, how much of that did you eat? 4 pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. Nobody will ever believe you. Oh boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang soon, yeah?
Hey.
Totally. Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you've settled into the neighborhood quite nicely. Yep. Couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We've got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. Maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph. That'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes up with me with a bag of cheese. The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Reginald. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Amanda! Come say hi to your old teacher.
Huh.
Hey! Congratulations on graduating. I know you're gonna do great great things at art school. Yeah! Thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me.
Hey.
You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah! I'm gonna break anything and everything I want. There's nothing you can do about it. Are you still bad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
Yes.
And I'll have you know the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoops in the first place, so she'll fit into college just fine. Hey, man. Matt! Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of right said banana bread ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that. What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. His icebox cake is divine. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. Thanks for coming by. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy. But it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college, being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this. I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. Don't cry. You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time! Amanda hands me a tiny wrap package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kinda shocking all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave. Amanda? Thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right?
Dad.
Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It'd be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been wanting to talk to you. I glance over to the backyard, where Robert is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me.
Huh.
I'll leave you to it. Me and them are gonna go get ice cream. Love Bye, Pops! Amanda runs off to join her friends. They take a seat next to Robert as the last guests make their way out of the party. Hey. Hey. Sorry, it's just funny every time. Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. So, I had a chance to talk to Val.
Oh.
She physically threatened you? Yeah, that's my girl. She said you've been doing better. Trying to work on the vices. I also showered today. We sit in silence for a moment. You know, every day for me is a battle against my own self-destructive habits. But lately, it's gotten a little easier. Thanks for talking some sense into me. It's hard to get things through my thick skull sometimes, but what you said that night has actually helped. I'm glad. I like you, Reginald. I like you a lot. I haven't felt this way about someone in a long time. I lean in and kiss him for a moment before he pulls away. Takes my hand in his.
Hey.
You're special to me. But I have some stuff I need to work on, emotionally, before I can get into anything romantic with you. You deserve better than who I am right now. I need to be on my own for a bit. Figure some things out. Of course. I think what you need right now is a friend. And I'm very happy to be that for you. Thank you. It means a lot to me. If you're ever ready for more than that, you know where to find me. Let's hunt ghosts sometime? I would love that. I put my head on his shoulder and we watch the sun slowly dip below the horizon together. Spend less money than you make. Calm down. Don't do this to me. Okay. Wow, wait, like actually no. Okay, hold on. We're gonna boop 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 boop. Dream, Daddy. Okay, actually, wow. Okay, hold on. I got thoughts. Okay. Dream. What's the pick? I love that pick. Oh my gosh. Wait, it's so cute. The artists who work on this game are like so. I love it. I gotta look them all up and follow them. They're so excellente. Even if they don't like art anymore or anything. Like that's, oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So okay. I feel very like, okay, we're gonna do that because I feel really weird when it's silent. So wow. So I wasn't really expecting like that, if that makes sense. Like I thought I sort of knew what I was going into with Robert, which is funny because I didn't know that much about him. Like the ones I knew the most about were Craig and then Damien and then Joseph. Those three are the only ones I like kind of knew about. Everybody else I'm like very in the dark about. But Robert, you know, like the way Robert is presented, I was just like, okay, well, it's probably gonna be this, and this because of the way like Damien and Joseph played. I was just like, oh, okay, it's just gonna be like this and this and this. But I was like, Robert's route is very touching. Does that make sense? And I didn't expect it to be. I didn't expect to be that affected by it. Because I don't know. I like that they address it in the route when you like the route where like he actually lets you be close to him or whatever. It's funny because I didn't think I was gonna end up with like the ice out bad ending because we smashed. But it was so interesting because if you refuse Robert, like if you refuse the one night stands with Robert, it makes him kind of rethink his life, I guess. I know that sounds so self-centered or whatever, but it's like the whole like, so you learn to value yourself because you stop your self-destructive behavior. And I really feel for Robert, because it's like in Robert's case, his traumas are very particular, very specific. He's suffering from loss and a sense of purpose, and the way he had lived for a long time was just this like aimless self-destructiveness, and when he is faced with tragedy in his life, his emotional absentness, his emotional absence to himself and his daughter and his wife, or his now past wife, he's forced to face his reality, because basically he ends up alone, and he has a lot of like guilt and blame, and like he said, he's a very broken person, and that's a very real thing. Ironically, how funny that I would relate to Robert, who is very not like me at all. He is not I am not a questionable single father with emotional absence issues, emotional constipation, a trauma from death of his wife. It's I guess it's the self-loathing and the sadness and depression and aimlessness can be very universal, and I do relate to his tendency to be self-destructive. Not, obviously it's kind of like a caricature in his case, where it's like more like as severe as it can be, because he kind of has like an archetype he has to be, but it was very, it's very touching to be able to kind of like tell him, hey, like, Robert is okay, you don't have to like hurt yourself emotionally, physically, mentally, because you think you don't deserve good things, right? But I'm very touched by that, ironically. As silly as Robert, as silly as he is sometimes, and as silly as Reginald, MC, can be acting a fool in front of Robert, I feel like it was a very, what is it, like kind of like a mirror to Damien, where it's like Damien knows that people expect certain things from him, because of the way he looks and the way he presents, and it's learning that he can dress and look however he wants, and he can still be a nerd who's lame, right? Just because he looks cool, he doesn't have to be someone he's not, just because people expect him to be that way. Whereas Robert has trouble accepting himself. Whereas like nobody really understands Robert except like maybe Mary, but because not even Robert himself seems to understand himself. But I really went through a journey here. I'm gonna say that I went through a journey with Robert, and I was so very pleasantly surprised, enlightened. I've enjoyed my time with Robert, and I will miss it, honestly. So, well, that's another route down. So I'm just so touched. I know it's like kind of like, you know, I was silly the whole time, but I'm very, very touched by whoever wrote Robert's route, because that was a very, I don't know, it was just very, I'm gonna think about that route for a while. But yeah, so thank you so much, you guys, for joining me. As of this video being posted, I believe I tried to finish this video in time to post within February. You know, I cannot miss Romance Month. Romance Month is my month. You know, my favorite holiday, ironically, I've come to find, is Valentine's Day. Even though I am perpetually single, I have been perpetually single for years. I spend all my Valentine's days alone usually, but it's so funny that me, the perpetually and terribly single person, loves Valentine's Day and romance genres the most. So, which isn't wrong. You know, I think single people are allowed to like Valentine's Day, whether they celebrate with another person, fictional loves. You know, I don't really mind. I love I love I love Valentine's Day. I love the Romance Month, you know. I love February, you know, honestly. It's always like I do not like January because New Year's, the New Year is one of my, it is the holiday I hate the most because with it comes a lot of bad things often, on various different fronts. But I love Romance Month. I love February. February is usually where I flourish the most, you know, at least emotionally. At least emotionally. Okay, well, thank you so much, you guys, for joining me. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to finish Dream Daddy because I'm just gonna have to play it in between everything else I have to do. I have a lot of conventions coming up, and I am very stressed, anxious. Those are the nicer words I want to say I feel about convention season. But you know, so please, as per usual, please check out my podcast, You Can Smooch Tho, a podcast about all things boys love and other related items, available on Spotify, Amazon Music, I did that backwards, Apple Podcasts, and now YouTube Podcasts. It is now on my podcast tab page if you click on it. Season 1 available now. I am still working on Season 2 because I am just one person. I look forward to that soon. Check me out on all social media at afishplanet. If I am not showing up in the search bar, I am not there. If you look up BorealisLullaby and that's not there, I'm not there. You know, that's the last check. I'm not there. So, and check out my Ko-Fi shop. I have to do a lot of editing for it, but I have some things up there for sale. So if you would like to, it's open unless otherwise stated on my social media. So, thank you so much, everybody. I hope to keep up this little schedule that I've had so far. It just can't be regular because that's my life says no, but I hope to have at least a decent pace of content for everybody. As a thank you for, you know, really helping me out this past year and for truly loving the things I love and enjoying them with me. So, as always, stay happy, stay healthy, stay well, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye! Night night!